You're listening to WZYE 95.9 FM. You are listening to WZYE 95.9 FM. The most influential name in Caribbean radio in the tri-state area. Broadcasting from East Orange, New Jersey. The most influential name in Caribbean radio. WZYE 95.9 FM.
Always they harassing me to go into politics by joining a big party. But I told her no sorry, I never went QRC and I don't like it, so politics is not for me. I don't know how to lie and I can't mama guy. I can't make big time speech and then contradict what I preach. I don't like corruption or to cause frustration. I can't live by exploiting the smaller man. I am not a socialist, I am not a communist, I don't own a big business, I am no capitalist, I have too much dignity, indulging hysterics, that is why I'm afraid, tell them I'm afraid, I'm really afraid, politics, yeah. Tell me what I'm afraid of. Yeah. Macome, I cannot make that life is too hard to take. My heart is simply too soft, and I cannot be a fake. You need someone big and bad. You need someone mean and hard. You need someone rough for politics in Trinidad. I don't know how to grab, how to give people shove, how to juggle the facts, how to kill poor people with tanks. I can't watch the unfed, destitute without bed, and pretend I have greater problems ahead. I am not an atheist, I am not an anarchist, I am not a royalist, I am no colonialist. I have too much common sense to wallow in rhetorics. That is why I'm afraid, I'm really afraid. Politics, yeah. I cannot stand up and quote everything that Karl Marx wrote, or make empty promises to capture the common folk. I cannot breed violence and view it with indifference to cool the masses and insult their intelligence. I don't know how to wheel or go back on a deal. I don't know how to shape senseless bureaucratic red tape. I cannot agitate, I cannot dominate. I'm too straight to dictate comes like Watergate. I am not an extremist, I am not an egotist, I am not a pragmatist, I am not an idealist. I have too much self-respect to run with the fanatics. That is why I'm afraid. Tell them I'm afraid. I say I'm afraid. I'm really afraid. Politics. Yeah. Give it. I am not a communist. I do own a big business. I am no capitalist. I have too much dignity to indulge in hysterics. That is why I'm afraid. am not an anarchist. I am not a royalist. I am no colonialist. I have too much common sense to wallow in rhetorics. That is why I'm afraid.
A week but I'm holding on in order to stay around in a life terribly imbalance. For it is nature's way until judgment day. Weakness ain't got a chance. Playing some cause I realize the price little one must pay to keep the big one in paradise. This torment and misery all day. Destruction of the weak is nature's plan. The humble and the meek must understand. This day of the strong man is the devil's heyday. So they will bite the ground when the master plays. As long as you have the cash and all your strings attached, you are on earth but living in heaven. There's nothing for the poor or as evermore. Life in a lion's den. Hungry man shall aspire to keep the high man on top, to take him higher and higher. The poor one must struggle till he drop. Destruction of the weak is nature's plan. The humble and the meek must understand. This day of the strong man is the devil's heyday. So they will bite the ground when the master plays. Down in South Africa, white men with gun power have the natives under subjection. The black majority live in poverty, all because they ain't strong. Black man life is a thoroughfare. Nature make him a slave. South Africa is a nightmare for colored from cradle to the grave. Destruction of the weak is nature's plan. The humble and the meek must understand. This day of the strong man is the devil's heyday. So they will bite the ground when the master plays. Today is bound to hold. Nature will somersault, bringing sudden death to this wild place. And only those who clean going to make this scene. How you work to get paid? Sufferers shouldn't worry. Nature taking its course. Tomorrow you may be happy. Just hold on. If you let go, you're lost. Destruction of the weak is nature's plan. The humble and the meek must understand. This day of the strong man is the devil's day. So they will right the wrong when the master play. Dun dun da da da, 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 dun dun da da da.
You get up one morning, your elders have something. You don't know how they get it, but you want to use it. But if you ask them old people to get the things what they went through, ask them this any day, and your parents sure to say, black man have to keep on jamming, for black man to get a little something. Make up your mind, brother, that you're able to get a pulley and jam with the devil. Why? Black man have to keep on jamming, for black man to get a little something. Make up your mind, brother, that you're ready to swim offshore and hold your boat steady. Black man have to keep on jamming, for black man to get a little something. So when you hear you get a little something with that dragon, now you keep watching, because I don't tell you already. Black man do get nothing easy. You get up one morning, and oil money running. How it come you don't know, so that it can how the thing go. But if they read about Uriah, they wanna find out the pressure. How we get so much old hell to get a penny from TLL. Black man have to keep on jamming, for black man to get a little something. You got to take up your own cash money, pay people for your own refinery. Black man have to keep on jamming, for black man to get a little something. Make up your mind to be a magician, to make money out of scrap iron. Black man have to keep on jamming, for black man to get a little something. So when you hear you get a little something, with that eagle eye you keep watching, because I don't tell you already. Black man don't get nothing easy. We got up one morning, independence happening, getting the thing come easy. Now they're taking liberty, but if they know about petition, we are to send to England for some woman to tell we in this colony free. Black man have to keep on jamming, for black man to get a little something. You got to go to conference in England to get independence in your own land. Black man have to keep on jamming, for black man to get a little something. People hold you, humiliate you, turn on and sell you, and then they free you. Black man have to keep on jamming, for black man to get a little something. So when you hear you get a little something with that dragon, now you keep watching, because I don't tell you already. Black man don't get nothing easy. So when a black man gets something, he got to start thinking. You get it there easy. You got to practice economy. From getting licks from the slave master to become the land owner. brother, it's a terrible journey, packed with plenty brutality. Black man have to keep on jamming, for black man to get a little something. You got to rise up, you got to stand up, pick up your mind, you will always stay on top. Black man have to keep on jamming, for black man to get a little something. You got to go to conference in England to get independence in your own land. Black man have to keep on jamming, for black man to get a little something. You got to take up your own cash money, pay people for your own refinery. Black man have to keep on jamming, for black man to get a little something. Make up your mind to be a magician, to make money out of scrap.
Don't be a parrot in life. A parrot talks way too much, but can't fly high. But an eagle is silent and has the willpower to touch the sky. Here's the 7 mentalities that we can learn from an eagle. Number 1, eagles fly alone at high altitude. Eagles don't fly with sparrows, ravens, and other small birds, meaning stay away from narrow-minded people, those that bring you down. Eagles fly with eagles. There's a saying that goes like this: people you hang around will eventually determine the person you become. Keep good company. Number 2, eagles have vision. They have the ability to focus on something as far as 5 kilometers away. No matter what the obstacles, the eagle will not move his focus from the prey until he grabs it. Meaning, have a vision and remain focused in your life. No matter what the obstacles and challenges you may face, don't give up and you will succeed. Number 3, eagles are fearless. An eagle will never surrender to the size or strength of its prey. It will always give a fight to win its prey or regain its territory, meaning no matter what the size or big your problems are, don't give up. Instead, face it. Successful people are fearless. They face problems head on. Number 4, eagles are tenacious. Eagles love storm. When clouds gather, the eagles get excited. The eagles use the storm wind to lift themselves higher. Once it finds the wind of the storm, the eagles use the raging storm to lift itself above the clouds. This gives the eagle the opportunity to glide and rest its wings. In the meantime, all the other birds hide in the branches and leaves of the tree, meaning achievers are not afraid of challenges. Rather, they relish in them and use them for profitability. Number 5, eagles never eat dead things. Eagles never eat dead meat. In other words, an eagle does not scavenge. It only eats the meat from the prey it kills itself. Meaning, do not rely on your past success. Keep looking for new frontiers to conquer. Leave your past where it belongs, in the past. Number 6, eagles prepare for training. They remove the feather and the soft grass in the nest so that the young ones get uncomfortable in preparation for flying. And eventually, they fly when it becomes too unbearable to stay in the nest. Meaning, leave your comfort zone. There is no growth there. Last but not least, number 7, eagles possess vitality. When the eagle grows old, his feathers become weak and cannot take him as fast and as high as it should. This makes him weak and could make him die, so he retires to a place far away in the mountains. And while there, he plucks out the weak feathers in his body and breaks his beak and his claws against the rocks. until he is completely bare. A very bloody and painful process. Then he stays in his hiding place until he has grown new feathers, new beaks and claws, and then comes out flying higher than ever before. Meaning, we occasionally need to shed off old habits, no matter how difficult. Things that burden us or add no value to our lives should be let go of.
Keep me as the apple of thine eye. Hide me under the shadow of thy wing. O Lord, my Savior. It's so hard to deal with personal struggle. So sad when you feel alone in your trouble. It's real hard when you want to talk to a brother. It's so bad because of how some look at you after. So Jesus, cover me while you fix it. Cover me while you fix it. Cover me while you fix it. Jesus, cover me. Cover me while you fix it. Cover me while you fix it. Cover me while you fix it. Jesus, cover me. Cover my head. Satan want me dead. Cover my back from human attack. So Jesus, cover me while you fix it. Cover me while you fix it. Jesus, cover me while you fix it. Jesus, cover me. People see you smile, but don't know the hurt that you're feeling. Even as God's child, at times your heart does be bleeding. Where can you go when you're really looking for healing? Who know how to flow when your soul needs some restoring? So Jesus, cover me while you fix it. Cover me while you fix it. Cover me while you fix it. Jesus, cover me. Cover me while you fix it. Cover me while you fix it. Cover me while you fix it. Jesus, cover me. Cover me home from evils unknown. Cover my feet so I'll never retreat. Oh Lord, cover me while you fix it. Cover me while you fix it. Cover me while you fix it. Jesus, cover me. Cover my brother, cover my sister, them who under pressure. Cover the preacher, every church worker, the young believer. Cover the worship leader and intercessor, every gospel minister. Cover. Jesus alone is the one who has the real answer. The one on the throne is the true and loving Father. He will hold your hand and keep you from going under. He will make you stand and let you know he's a fixer. Cover me while you fix it. Cover me while you fix it. Jesus, cover me while you fix it. Jesus, cover me. Cover me while you fix it. Cover me while you fix it. Cover me while you fix it. Jesus, cover me. Cover my mind. You know the struggle sometimes. Cover my mouth, that the wrong thing wouldn't come out. Oh Lord, cover me while you fix it. Cover me while you fix it. Cover me while you fix it. Jesus, cover me. Cover the Christian in the midst of aggression with the power of your right hand. Jesus, cover them helpless children. Jesus, defend them. Send help from heaven. Jesus, cover all them radio stations that blessing the nation. Grant divine protection. Jesus, cover me.
Truer words were never spoken. The less you associate with some people, the more your life will improve. Anytime you tolerate mediocrity in others, it increases your mediocrity. An important attribute in successful people is their impatience with negative thinking and negative acting people. As you grow, your associates will change. Some of your friends will not want you to go on. They will want you to stay where they are. Friends that don't help you climb will want you to crawl. Your friends will stretch your vision or choke your dream. Those that don't increase you will eventually decrease you. Consider this. Never receive counsel from unproductive people. Never discuss your problems with someone incapable of contributing to the solution, because those who never succeed themselves are always first to tell you how. Not everyone has a right to speak into your life. You are certain to get the worst of the bargain when you exchange ideas with the wrong person. Don't follow anyone who's not going anywhere. With some people you spend an evening. With others, you invest it. Be careful where you stop to inquire for directions along the road of life. Wise is the person who fortifies his life with the right friendships. If you run with wolves, you will learn how to howl. But if you associate with eagles, you will learn how to soar to great heights. A mirror reflects a man's face, but what he is really like is shown by the kind of friends he chooses. The simple but true fact of life is that you become like those with whom you closely associate, for the good and the bad. Note, be not mistaken. This is applicable to family as well as friends. Yes, do love, appreciate, and be thankful for your family, for they will always be your family, no matter what. Just know that they are human first, and though they are family to you, they may be a friend to someone else and will fit somewhere in the criteria above. In prosperity, our friends know us. In adversity, we know our friends. Never make someone a priority when you are only an option for them. If you are going to achieve excellence in big things, you develop the habit in little matters. Excellence is not an exception. It is a prevailing attitude.
Let me say a special hello to all the WZYE 95.9 FM listeners. Of course, ladies and gentlemen, it's in the village with the DAT Triplets on WZYE 95.9 FM. We come to you every Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday from 7 to 10 p.m. That's Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday from 7 to 10 p.m. And of course, ladies and gentlemen, it doesn't matter what color t-shirt you wear. You wear a mauve t-shirt, a purple t-shirt, a salmon t-shirt, a orange t-shirt. You're welcome in the village with the DAT Triplets on WZYE 95.9 FM. Doesn't matter what planet you're from. You're from Mazatania, Venurania, Xenorania, Sonoranias. You're welcome in the village with the DAT Triplets on WZYE 95.9 FM. Let me say a special hello to 1/3 of the DAT Triplets, no other than Thomas E. Salibia Marshall Nisbet, boy, the Commissioner of Newark. I can't forget that.
Good evening, family. It's a pleasure being in the village. And how are you today, my good friend Wall Street?
But today's a fantabulous, splendiferous, trumandiferous, splentastic, marvelicious, spectacular day, boy.
And I must ask you about the Queen. How is she?
She doing good, man. She doing good. She hanging in there. You know what I mean?
That's great.
Yeah. 92 at 92, you can't complain. You know what I mean?
I know. Mine's is 91, right behind her.
Yeah, but what is that? 9 scores on 1 and 2? 9 scores? 10 is a score, right? Or 20?
Yeah. 20 is a score.
20 is a score, yeah, okay. So 4 scores, boy.
4 scores, 10 and 2.
4 scores, 10 plus 2, you know what I mean? And plus 1. Yeah, but you really can't complain, man. I mean, you know, for all the things that she have done, you know, with the kids and everything. I mean, you know, she have lived a good life.
Praise
I can't
God.
complain.
Praises to the Most High for her.
Yeah, that is it. You know, it is. You know, many of us would like our parents to live as long as possible. You know, and some people,
their parents outlive them. Some parents outlive their kids. You know,
True.
a lot of parents outlive their kids. So I mean, I can't complain. So life goes on, man. Every single day is another day.
It's a blessing from above.
Yeah, and it's a blessing from above. Sometimes we just take certain things for granted. We just take it for granted, but you gotta be grateful every day you wake up, man. Every day you get up off the bed. Every day I get up, man, is a fantabulous day. I'm honest. Every day I get up. And like yesterday, Tommy boy, I went and I ran about, I think I ran about 8 miles yesterday.
Wow.
Yeah, that is the longest I run in a while. But what it is that I gotta make up my own workouts, right? I just decide, like, before I go to sleep, I just decide, well, what am I gonna do tomorrow? What am I gonna do tomorrow? All right, I say, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna run up to the reservation.
Mm-hmm.
So I started on the hill field. I run down South Orange Avenue and run all the way up South Orange Avenue to the top.
Right.
And I make a left and go into the reservation and
How
go
is it going up?
all.
How is it going
Huh?
uphill? Is
Huh?
it a lot of stress on you going uphill?
Well, that helps you tremendously as an athlete, running uphill.
Because that's a
It helps
long
you
hill. That's a long hill.
Man, that's a long hill, man. I told me I ain't gonna lie to you. you know, you get to the middle of the hill and you still have to go. That hill is about, I think that hill is about a mile long.
Yeah, that's quite a hill.
Yeah,
That's
yeah, yeah, yeah.
yeah.
But that's how I just challenged myself, and it wasn't bad. It wasn't bad. It really wasn't bad at all. I mean, it was difficult, but sometimes, you just had to challenge yourself. And I challenged myself, and I was very happy with the outcome.
Hmm.
Tired when I was finished, but I
I
was
can
happy with the
imagine.
outcome.
You run to go and run to come back.
Yeah.
You didn't like go around. You went in the same direction.
No, I went up the hill, then I went around and come back.
Oh, you went around.
Yeah, I went all the way down to the end, and there's a turn around at the end in the reservation. So like
Hmm.
you start one way and you go all the way down to the end, and the road just curls around, and you curl around and you come back.
Because I was thinking you may have done South Orange Avenue, go
Mm.
across, and then take what's the other one coming back there? Northfield or one of those,
Nah, 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 nah. I just go straight up, go in, go all the way down to the end, and then turn and come back around.
and
And
take South Orange coming back.
take South Orange coming back, come down South Orange again.
Even when you leave, coming up that hill is steep too.
Oh yeah, I mean and then not only that, but when I almost finished, I have a hill about I would say about 200 meters to finish. So
Guys, I'm here, but I'm at the show. It's about to start. How you guys doing? Good night, villagers. Can't stay long. Hi, Tommy. Hi, Anselm.
I how you doing?
Hello, hello. Enjoy yourself.
You have fun.
Yeah, Larry Joseph. He always delivers.
I know you're gonna get some good therapy today, tonight rather.
So what time the show starting?
It's gonna start in another 10, 15 minutes, I think. But it's all background music as people enter the place here now. You know.
Oh,
But
is just Larry Joseph alone or there are other people too?
let me find out that for you.
Mm.
Isn't
As
this?
you say that Tommy
Hmm.
Joseph is recovering
Yeah,
now.
there are other acts in there up to included Brother B's act, which is very hilarious.
Brother be ever act too?
Yeah, comedian boy, man, dress up like Medea boy, and he has come out and give them
Oh, okay,
as
okay, okay.
a great grandmother.
So maybe you should turn the camera around
All right, let me
and let the
turn it
guy
around. I'll turn it around. But that when the show going on.
when the show going on, yeah, when the show going on, I will turn it around now.
Yeah. The people are coming in. I have to go down there and sit. So I have to go and sit here VIP.
So when the show start, give me a take of what going on.
Yeah, I will try to do that. If we're allowed. All right.
Even if you're allowed, I before them
We're allowed.
you can
So
chill
I'm
while
in
you
the
do.
VIP section, so I'm going right up front. I'm going on Marco, everything going on.
Mark on hush, all right? Whatever you do, Mark
All
on hush.
righty. So you
All right,
guys take care.
All right.
Okay.
looking
Mark
forward.
on hush. I hope she mark on hush. You know? I know she a man. I tell she mark on hush.
And hush.
Yeah. Don't mark on talk. You know it's funny you say that, eh? I a few years ago when the Prime Minister was at the UN, right? And he was going to the NASDAQ, they said that nobody's supposed to come up on the floor with their camera. I work at the New York Stock Exchange, man. I know how to do things. When we went on the floor, I was the only person streaming from on the floor of the NASDAQ, yes. And when they went to ring the bell, I was right there. And you know, I had to go back and get that video, man. And not only that, but when we went to the floor of the UN, you're not supposed to go down close to the podium. Man, I went down there, man. I said, listen, the worst thing go to me is to move. But you
Right.
know, some of them don't know English and all kind of things. So, you know, it's interesting. And as she's saying that now, let's
Right.
mark
Right.
on hush. You know
You're
what I mean?
talking about that. I think Dr. Amy Brown is supposed to be having an address from 6 to 9 tonight.
From Washington.
I'm not sure exactly where he's doing it from, but I saw it was sent to the Consulate General sent me the notice. 'Cause I usually
You
get
know,
notice.
it's interesting, Tony. I used to get notice from that consul general from the consulate, not the consulate, from the consulate all the time.
Mm-hmm.
All of a sudden, I haven't gotten something from them in years.
Well, you know, I deal with them through the commission.
No, I know that, but I haven't received anything from them in years. You know, I think they should try to have as much Trinbagonians in the diaspora and giving them information as much as possible. You know, but do you think the consulate is doing as much as they should in this country, in the diaspora? Yeah?
Well, I'm in the loop, so I think he's doing what he's supposed to do. He's very outgoing, and
But you see, Tommy, you in the loop. What about the many and the only guys that deal with you guys is because you guys are the commission? What about all those other Trinbagonians who may not be part of an organization, but wants to get information for what's going on with the Trinidad and Tobago consulate? What about them? Maybe you should make that suggestion to him. Tell him, listen, I know long ago they used to have little events too at the consulate just to invite the different set of organizations and all kind of thing. I know we couldn't do it during the pandemic, but I mean, what about that? I think they could be doing much more than they have been doing. And when my partner was there, Dr. Robertson, remember Dr. Robertson?
hmm I'm sure that I'm sure that there's always more that can be done. But
Well, not trying to criticize and saying they're not doing anything. But for example, I think it would be nice once a year you have like a general meeting in New Jersey, a general meeting in New York, and just invite people, go to Medgivers and just invite people in order for them to come and talk to them about things that they're doing, new initiatives at the consulate, new initiatives in Trinidad, and to make keep the people informed.
well, every independence we host them, as you know, we host.
Yeah, but yeah, I hear you, but I don't just want it to be on an occasion. I want it to be something that where the population can come out, and it's not a flag raising ceremony, and that I want it to be like a conference,
But
and
what we are doing at the commission is this June we want to sponsor an event where they're gonna provide access to some of their services and also promotion of Trinidad and Tobago in a space that we are setting up at this particular time. Because June is Caribbean Heritage Month, as you know.
mm.
That would give us a
and that's a good idea. But you see, I just feel that it's like you know, most of the time he goes out when he's invited to go somewhere, rather than the consulate being proactive and having things in New Jersey, in New York. I mean, we have Brooklyn, we have Queens. You could have something in Brooklyn, you could have something in Queens, you could have something in Jersey. I mean, centrally in New Jersey, you could have something in Newark. That's a central location right there. People can hop on a New Jersey transit and get there. You see, they could take a bus and get there. I mean, I think those things are more proactive rather than just waiting for a flag raising ceremony or some other kind of ceremony to happen in order for you to appear there. That's just my feeling. That's my thinking.
Yeah, but we really don't know what their schedule is. We need to check with them to find out.
No,
So
but
what?
Tommy, this is not us, This is them doing it, So they know what their schedule are. I'm not saying that we gonna go to them. I think this is them acting in a proactive manner and saying, how can we go out and reach people in the community? In order just to tell them, well, we have a new passport service. You could go online and do this. You don't have to come into the office no more. Little things like that, they can go a long way. Because people complain a lot when they go to the consulate, how long they had to wait, with passport and all this kind of things. I just think being proactive is always helpful in trying to get things accomplished.
Yeah, I agree, but knowing them, I know that they're very helpful, especially some of the workers that I know personally. They're very helpful, so I wouldn't knock them in any way.
No, I don't think that's a knock on them. I just think that it is a way to help them get better at what they're doing.
Yeah,
You know,
I've been able to assist quite a few people.
yeah, yeah, because we could. I think to me is that we should always be looking for ways to improve things.
Agree,
Not somebody is criticizing you. Oh God, it's just that, but it's just that a way to improve things in order to make things a little better. And that's it. That's it. And we say, of course, first in
agree.
the village tonight was Nadia again,
Yes,
right?
and I,
Yeah.
I saw I saw her complaining that her post was lost because if you were looking, you would want to think that Heidi was first, but she said
No,
she
no,
was
no. She's first here. I see it. She was first.
right.
You know what? I don't know what happened. Sometimes when I'm using my laptop and they log in, certain information doesn't somehow it updates itself, right? So like here, I have Nadia at 3:49 p.m. Then the next one was Rennie Mohammed. That might be different,
You
you know?
know, I'll tell you something.
Mm.
Some things are happening that cannot be explained. Let me
Mhm.
see something. I'll tell you. I'll tell you why.
Yeah.
I'll tell you why in a second. Let me just. All right.
Oh, yeah.
Now we're seeing Hailey in here at 2:37 p.m., which is 3:37 p.m. Trinidad time,
Okay. Okay. Right. So I don't see her somehow I don't see Hailey on my screen.
and then I see Nadia after that at 2:55 p.m., which is 3:55 p.m.
Right. I see her at 3:49.
Right.
Mm.
So something is going on. I can't seem to
You know
explain.
what?
But
I
then
gotta
she,
yeah,
but
I
then
gotta
later
talk to the people.
later down at
Mm.
3:58, which is 2:58,
Mm.
she said I was there since 1 p.m.
Yes, yes, she's correct. She's correct. Because what happened is that I had to send it out kind of early
Hmm.
because I wasn't sure if I was ever gonna get a hotspot, where I am,
Right.
because something to do. I learned some things about. I mean, you just learn these things. So I, I I I sent it out just to be sure that it goes out, right?
Right.
Because and I have my phone here just on hold, just in case anything goes wrong with the laptop, that at
Right.
least I could just easily go onto my phone.
Yes.
So I think that could be correct. That's very correct because I sent it out about maybe after 11 this morning.
Right. Right.
Mm.
But all is well, and we
Yeah,
appreciate
all is well, all is well, all is well.
appreciate
All is
everyone in the village, especially all the sweethearts who
yeah,
are very dedicated.
right. I don't see highly on my screen here, right? Because what happens is that if I send out the message and then I go out or it kicks me out,
Mm-hmm.
when I come back in, it just only captures. I got to talk to the people about that. Why does it not go back and recap it from the beginning, as opposed to restarting it? So after Nadia, then we had Rennie at 5:42. Rennie said, "Good evening, brothers and sisters. Love in the house. Great love is all I bring." And Rennie trafficking something else. He's trafficking pure, organic, toxic-free love. Get a lifetime supply. You know, Rennie also love for every color, creed, and race. Yeah, but yeah. Mean Gene, welcome. Good night, Wall Street. Stormy and Tony. Yeah. Ellis Laborde is in. Ellis, welcome. Ellis go in the separate way, boy. Ellis go. This is how Ellis go. Rennie, Nadia, Tommy. And you like to type over. Ellis, Carice. Tommy, I feel like I like the tight boy. Yeah? Diana the Storm.
Mm-hmm.
Me and Jean said they said no taping is allowed. Don't let Diana get in trouble. Where how Diana will get in trouble? What?
How many do you know what's going on? He's there.
No, me and Jean is at Tobago, no.
Is he?
You know
Is he
that?
at the show?
No. You have to not allow him to go. But he's at Tobago.
That's nice.
Yeah. He from Tobago. I don't know if they still own him from Tobago, but they say he from Tobago. Yeah. I don't know.
You think they revoke his citizenship?
I don't know. I don't know if they revoke his Tobagonian card. You know, you have a card, but you take away card from him.
Good
I don't
evening.
know. I got to ask Brother B. What? Nadia, what? Nadia says she just came from Price Mart and this lady fall down on her wheelchair and die. Oh,
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that.
yeah, Lord have his mercy. Yeah, it ain't easy. Mean Jean, but no taping allowed. Mean Jean. You ever go to them thing? But I made the point earlier, Tommy, with
Mm-hmm.
regards to the NASDAQ and the UN, right? Them didn't want nobody taping. Take a chance, man. Take
There's a
a
way
chance.
and there are ways you do things. You don't try to
Yeah,
try to get up in a big way and
yeah,
act like
yeah, yeah. Use your phone like a mirror, man. Do like if you put on makeup. You can camouflage it, do
right.
Yeah. Anything like that now, there is sad. Yeah, but Tommy, right? I'm watching all the news coming out of Trinidad and Tobago,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm like, is the DPP, is human trafficking, is a man trying to get a little young lady in a car? You see that one, right? You
Yeah,
don't get into that.
it's just too much, man.
You know what it is? You see that fella in that car? They should take away his license.
But someone was talking about that and saying that he has some mental issues.
Well, Tommy, that's why they need to take away his license and let him fix his issues.
Hmm.
And that young lady is very intelligent, eh? And I would think that this is something may have happened previously, right? And this time she said, you know what? She go take matters into her own hand.
That's it.
I mean, what's next, boy? What's next?
Oh boy, it makes you wonder.
Boy,
You wonder.
Now they're saying price not still selling and don't care about people.
Yeah, their business. They care. All they care about is their business and the bottom
Yeah,
line.
business don't stop it on Nadia. You want to call them price smart.
Smart.
Yeah, it's price smart. It's not price smart. It's price smart. Oh, I don't know if Trini picked that up, you know.
I don't know, but someone I was looking at it. Oh, I know who. Capiza was saying price smart in a chat, and I emphasized that it's price smart.
It's price smart. We had to understand that price smart, you know. But there is a point here that Trinidad and Tobago, they say, have a forex shortage, right?
Very interesting, right? Right after Carnival.
You know, I I just wonder sometimes. Tommy, when you go to the bank, what is the minimum amount of money you could change into US? Or the maximum amount.
Not sure.
So I heard that you can get 300 US if you're just going away and you're not a business person, right? But we've been hearing for years now. Let's take a listen. Let's listen to this.
Didn't want a situation where scarce foreign exchange is being used to buy a condominium in Miami, for example. Okay?
Finance Minister Colin Burt at the Hyatt Regency Hotel in Port of Spain on Friday as he explained the reason for a plan he said he had implemented to deal with the lack of availability of foreign exchange in Trinidad and Tobago. Minister Imbert spoke on the matter as he met with the Jamaica trade delegation during day 2 of their visit to Trinidad and Tobago. There continue to be complaints by individuals and businesses in Trinidad and Tobago that they have not been able to access sufficient foreign cash, US dollars in particular, from local banks for travel or business purposes.
We don't have a foreign exchange crisis, but what we do have is a shortage because demand is outstripping supply. So the way I've dealt with that, I started a program a couple years ago. We have an institution called our Exim Bank. And what I decided to do, because where I wanted the foreign exchange to go was into the productive sector.
The finance minister said he had put a plan in place to deal with a foreign exchange shortage.
So we used the Exim Bank and we set up a for manufacturers, exporters, and importers of essential items. And the government provides this bank with foreign exchange, which is then distributed to companies on request. So you have to apply. From what I have been told by the business community, it's a very successful program. So far, we've almost put $1 billion into that entity for distribution.
Minister Imbert then indicated that the matter had been before Cabinet during its weekly meeting on Thursday.
Cabinet just agreed yesterday to put another $180 million into it, and it works very well. In fact, from what I'm hearing from that Exim Bank, the amount of foreign exchange given to the business community is now less than the money being repatriated. So let's say we give them $1 billion, they are repatriating more than $1 billion in terms of exports, and they're actually bringing.
Friday's event, just Trade Missions meeting with Trade and Industry Minister Paul Gopi Schoon on Thursday was organized by the Trinidad and Tobago Chamber of Industry and Commerce in collaboration with Jamaica Promotions Corporation. Jule Brown, TV6 News.
Tommy.
Yes.
Tommy, I missed something there.
What did you miss?
The foreign exchange is just for businesses?
Well, basically he's saying it's predominantly for business. That's the focus. But
so a layman who want to come to the US, say I have a son going to school in the US, and instead of him coming home coming back home, or a daughter, I decide I want to go visit my son, and wherever that son is. But what about that?
I'm sure you
Cannot do
can
it.
get. I'm sure you can get something, or somehow you can get through. But on another note, there's a parallel system that is at work where the banks would purchase forex from um, people at one rate. These some of these businesses, especially Chinese, would give you higher sums of money on the exchange of the US dollar. What's that about? I really don't know, but I know that it keeps a lot of money out of the banks and into maybe launderer's hand. Maybe.
But Tommy, didn't wasn't it Massey that recently bought a supermarket in Florida? Was it Massey?
Yes. Yes. I remember.
Oh, so that's part of where they get the money from, forex, right? They're not going dip into their money. They have to dip into their money. They could go to the government and get forex and use that money to buy that, right?
Well, forex means that they have to give up $TT for the
Yeah. Of course, they will give up $TT with nothing. They know them don't mind, right?
Mm-hmm.
$50 not scarce. So if you had to spend, if it costs you 10 million, right, US, and you gain them 70 million TT,
Yep.
you do that in a jiffy,
Not just
right?
that it may cost you 80 million TT because there's there's profitability
Right,
in
but Tommy, not only that, when I get that 10 million US, I ain't gonna spend all that 10 million US on that transaction, right? I might want to take out a mortgage, and instead of paying 10 million, I pay 5 million down.
Mm-hmm.
Right? I keep the rest. I had the next 5 million to myself, right?
Or you bank it somewhere in the US.
Or you bank it somewhere in the US and get interest. Correct is right. You understand? I miss that. Lana, welcome. Lana say yes, answer 300 US, but sometimes you get 100. You hear that?
Because that's all they would allow you at that time, huh?
Mm-hmm.
The whole thing's a mess.
I mean, and those things are said with a straight face. I don't understand how we could have a forex shortage, but as a business, right, you still continue to do stuff and continue to buy stuff, and you really don't want to spend your US dollars because a lot of them companies have a US bank account, right?
Right. But there are some banks that would allow you to use their um, debit or credit card in the US where you wouldn't necessarily need to have US greenbacks.
Yeah, but
You
tell
know,
me how much. What is the balance on those credit cards, though? You know what I mean?
this I am not sure about.
Yeah. I think that's a large transaction. You understand? Yeah, I mean you could have a little credit card with a little maybe a 20,000 or even up to 25,000. I don't know. But it's just interesting that they're saying there's a forex shortage. Huh?
Yeah.
It's interesting. Yeah. Alice says, world the system work for the rich, but holds no hope for the poor. Yeah, I mean, if you want to come on a little vacation and you go on there, you're telling me you can only get $300. That making sense? That makes
$300. What you
US.
could do with that, boy?
We're gonna do with 300 US. Eh? So folks, it's in the village with the DAT Triplets and WZYE 95.9 FM. Tommy and I running solo tonight. Diana is gonna be joining us in and out. So stick and stay with us. Of course, it's Ansem, Tommy, and you. in the village with the DAT Triplets on WZYE 95.9 FM. Stick and stay. We'll be right
You're listening to WZYE 95.9 FM. You are listening to WZYE 95.9 FM, the most influential name in Caribbean radio in the tri-state area. Broadcasting from East Orange, New Jersey.
Tobago, you know. They never ending, boy. Never ending. Bacchanal. You know. We make up that word, Tommy? That's a Trinidadian word?
No.
No?
That's Bacchanal is a drunken party that, you know who Bacchus is? Bacchus is the god of wine, the Greek god of wine. When Bacchus had a party, it's called a Bacchanal.
Yeah, you know, it's just that in Trinidad and Tobago, I think we take that word very serious, you know. Right? Now, Tommy, we have this video making its way around social media with this young man and this young lady, right? Has there been an uproar in Trinidad and Tobago? I'm speaking to the people in the chat who lives in Trinidad and Tobago. Have there been an uproar in Trinidad and Tobago regarding an important issue like this involving this young schoolgirl? Have there been an uproar? Or should there have been an uproar with a situation like this? Let's listen to the video. Hold 1 minute.
Three.
3 o'clock.
Yeah.
Right. So you got more phone call, listen. You know, you have to tell people much your business. You just one phone call to call somebody, and once you call me, you just tell me what's in my school, Bishop.
Yeah.
Just tell me to get from Bishop. I want to now come back and drop you, right?
Okay.
So I'll get back by this car. I'll get back right here. Yeah. Just tell me is from Bishop, and I go take it to my car. So as soon as you call me Thursday, you will collect it one time, right?
Yeah.
You'll get sent free. I'm going to park right there. I'm going to cross in the thing that I'm going to get something to drink and things. So call me Thursday, you know.
Yeah.
You'll settle up, right?
Yeah.
You'll make sure and keep it free, right?
Yeah.
And if you want to call me before Thursday and remind me, you can do that because we are the whole carnival weekend.
Okay.
Right?
Thanks,
So I'll
yeah.
organize it for you. Right? Alright, later.
Later.
Bye.
Bye.
So who doing the taping?
The young lady? So Tommy, that happened before Carnival.
Right.
And look where we are. And I would like to know what has happened since.
What was the actual outcome?
What was the outcome? What has happened? Have there been any action taken, or we have to have a commission of inquiry? Eh? Do we have to have a commission of inquiry to find to do that?
Well, let's find out from the villagers what they think and what they know.
Look at that now, boy. That's a serious issue, man. Eh?
But that's probably normal in Trinidad. You never know. It's just that this time it's on tape.
Yeah, the young lady was brave enough, right, to tape it. But why hasn't something come out of it? That's what I don't understand. Why haven't they been? And she giving me license plate number too, you know. Right? The license plate number is there. So what are they waiting for? You see, Tommy, something has going to happen with this person, this gentleman again, right? And then they're going to be running helter-skelter and making all kind of, trying to do all kind of things, put this in place and that in place when you have it there right in front of you. You know?
Yep. Yep.
Lana wants to know how much millions we make for Carnival. Report coming soon.
When by next carnival?
No. They might come about the month before next Carnival. Time to migrate. Wait, maybe Russia and start a scrap iron business.
Wow. How much you gonna pay for them destroyed tanks?
Yeah, I don't know, boy. And let's say Luther did sing a song many years ago, No Justice in the Law. Let me see if I could find that. Luther, No Justice in the Law. Let me see if I could find that, Ellis. Luther, No Justice in the Law. You remember that one, Tommy?
You had a jog my memory on that. You remember it too?
No, I don't remember it. Luther, No Justice in the Law. L-Y-T. Luther Calypso, No Justice in the Law. Unless you sure that the right name? No Justice in the Law. Let me see if we get that here. Luther, No Justice in the Law. All right, here it is, boy. But
You find it?
Yeah, I find it right here. Hold on, Let me bring it up there. Hold on. All right. Ellis, you're good. Let me bring that one up there, all you. No Justice in the Law by Luther. Let me hear what Luther talking about here. Okay. Yeah, okay. All right, there we go. Here he is.
Now we're bringing on stage a man with a serious song. He comes from the borough of Point Fortin. And for many years, this man has been knocking on the door, always doing good selections. Last year, a lot of the top Calypsonians in Trinidad and Tobago said that he should have made it to the final of the Calypso Monarch. But in 1992, coming to do something for us called Law and Justice. Sit back, relax. Let me bring on stage Luther.
The judiciary is a mockery. The administrators would die in the fire. You don't know who to trust. The nobleman unjust. The barrister is a professional liar. Yeah. And there is no truth in justice, no justice in the law. This is not for the rich, but it holds no hope for the poor. There is no truth in justice, no justice in the law. Facts doesn't really matter. Once your name ambiguous, who is a case of who could lie better and who have more money than who. There is no truth in justice, no justice in the law. The system works for the rich, but it holds no hope for the poor.
And Tommy, just imagine, this was in 1992, eh?
Yeah, as he sings it, I remembered.
Yeah.
When you commit your murder, check the human rights lawyer. Whether you're guilty or not is not important to him. No. 150 grand. Walk with cash in hand, and they're gonna set you free on a technicality. Once you have money, oh gee, why? You know why? Because there is no truth in justice, no justice in the law. The system works for the rich, but it holds no hope for the poor. There is no truth in justice, no justice in the law. Some policemen already frustrated because there were some guilty people. They want to have them arrested, but the laws are not sticking. Lord, there is no truth in justice, no justice in the law. system works for the rich, but it holds no hope for the poor. The poor. Way and there now, but don't, it's bubble and bribery, from the judge to the jury, corruption and wickedness in high places. Yeah. The commissioner and the drug pusher could be the same fella with two different faces. Why-yo? And there is no truth in justice, no justice in the law. The system works for the rich, but it holds no hope for the poor. There is no truth in justice, no justice in the law. The fact is that law and justice are two separate entities, so it's constant chaos and crisis with these two legal enemies. There is no truth in justice, no justice in the law. It's like you're fighting war, defenseless and poor in the jaws of the law. You're so insecure. No truth in justice, no justice in the law. Big shot cocaine men have no problem because the big shot friend could recommend them. There is no truth in justice, no justice in the law. Between you and I, they're telling a lie. The jacket and tie is just mama die. There is no truth in justice, no justice in the law. The system works for the rich, but it holds no hope for the poor. The poor is no truth in justice, no justice in the law. Oh, no, no. There is no truth in justice, no justice in the law.
Sometimes for the poor. Luther!
Thank you very much. All you mothers so and so, shut your effing mouth also. That's the language that police use when they hold a man. Eh? You can't lie like them. No, you can't thief like them. Some of them involved in the biggest crimes in the land. Oh Lord. Hey, yo. And there is no truth in justice, no justice in the law. The system works for the rich, but it holds no hope for the poor. There is no truth in justice, no justice in the law. In homes with whom they say is advantage, the way the police enforce the law, but they should know that is police language. What the hell they using it for? There is no truth in justice, no justice in the law. The system works for the rich, but it holds no hope for the poor. No justice.
And of course, Ellis, that's a good one. That's a real good.
Very good. Very good.
Very good one. Very good one. Very good. And let's take a bow. Take a bow. That's a very, very good one. You understand? And you know, we don't make calypsos like that anymore.
No.
We don't make calypsos. I mean, he told us a story there. And it's a truthful story. Right? Because when you stop by the police, right? Before you finish with them, not all of them, you might get 2 cuss words before you're done. you know? And
sometimes when they charge you, you don't even curse and they charge you for cursing.
Correct is right. You know, and we have been saying this many times in here. We have been saying this many times, right? Yeah. System was never broken. It was built this way.
Correct.
The system is not broken. It is built that way. You see? And I'm saying we, and we allow it to continue. Right? Now, the DPP discontinue a case, right? The UNC saying that they win and the Prime Minister going after the DPP. Well, I mean, you know, I think that is one of the most independent body in Trinidad and Tobago.
Who can depend on them?
Eh?
Who can depend on them?
Well, I'm not talking about who can depend on them. I'm talking about the most independent. In that they don't follow the whims of the Prime Minister. They don't follow the whims of let me don't say that. Let me don't say that.
See, it's inefficiency that creates that scenario. The fact that it takes forever for a case to be called, because there are always reasons why it has to be put off. So 20 years later, where the witnesses when most of the witnesses have expired, they have no case, because who's gonna be called to the witness stand from the grave? You with me?
Yeah. I'm right here.
So I don't know if anything works.
Yeah. I mean, Alana, you are correct. This video circulating around Trinidad and Tobago, and I mean the police didn't even just. I'm trying to find out. Does anyone know if the police are taking any action with respect to that video? Does anyone know? Is it in the public space?
I'm sure someone would have been able to tell us something if action was taken.
I don't know, bro. I don't know. Yeah?
It would have been public knowledge if some action was taken.
Rennie said, Diana, if you wanted to a comedy show, just look at one sitting of Parliament. Ali say you reach. Ali, yeah, we see her, Ali. We see her reach. You reach.
Well,
Ali, right. Hey, Ellis, that was your secondary school teacher, boy. That fella real good, you know. Luther? Yeah, he's our boss. He sings some real boss song. You know? I know you have another song. Let me see if I can find out that song, boy. Ellis, you're probably on a track there. What's the other song you have, boy? When equality, you want some equality, something about equality. Luther, Calypso. Oh, here we go. This one, I like this one too bad. Since Ellis started, I've gone a road here. Let me get this one here. Hold on,
You know what's amazing? The Calypsonians are always on point, and it's like what they preach going to one end comes out the other.
Yeah. They don't take them seriously. Okay, I could get rid of this one. I'm gonna stop sharing this one, and let me go to this one. So hold on. Okay, I gotta do this. I'm talking while I'm doing this here. Let me share this screen. This one is funny. And this was from 2012, yes? Here we go. This one is called Balance.
Hey. During the state of emergency, watching TV one night, suddenly it dawned on me, Sakmaras could be right. Yes, too much racial imbalance here in this country. So I want government to implement SAT's philosophy. Insufficient Indians in the police and the defense force. So fire half of them Africans And we bless them with Indians, of course. Then take a trip down to Caroni, pick up some Indians and dress them in blue. Put all of them in the penitentiary to balance the imbalance in prison too. Balance, balance, we'll have a balanced society. Balance, balance, by using some philosophy. What you say? Balance, balance. This thing has been going on too long. Sat always complaining, but nobody had taken him on, and that really hurting him. He said not a single Indian on the national football squad, and that is racism, nepotism, discrimination and fraud. And when it comes to athletics, they don't even consider we. They don't want me to go Olympics and represent the country. So I'm appealing to you good people, at least let's give it a try. So they could take away Crawford gold medal and give it to Ricky Chai. Balance, balance, we'll have a balanced society. Balance, balance, by using some philosophy. Balance, balance, fire. I think we should congratulate Sat for such a brilliant idea. If South Africa had a man like that, there'll be no problems over there. All the imbalance in society, Sat philosophy will address. So let's move with haste and put things in place to avoid social unrest. Fire half of the CPAP workers and replace them with Indian doctors. Then turn the CPAP workers to doctors, hardware owners and barristers. Kusal and Junior Sammy from road construction, they had to go. Terminate them immediately and give the contract to sell wind gozo. Balance, balance, we'll have a balanced society. Balance, balance, by using some philosophy, good Lord. Balance, balance, what? For the first time, we have a ministry of multiculturalism, and it's only now I could feel happy singing the national anthem. Hindus were kept out of cabinet by PNM for 40 years, but I'm confident that this government will take care of my affairs. I said the principal in Tunapuna should be replaced by Hazel Manning. The board of the Mahasabha would find that very exciting. And what would be the ideal solution? Old man Sat must resign and get Jack Warner the position, and there'll be no problem with Bandy Line. Balance, balance, we'll have a balanced society. What you say? Balance, balance, by using some philosophy. Good Lord, balance, balance, balance. Balance, 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 balance.
Those were the good old days, Tommy.
Yeah, balance.
Balance, boy, balance. Those were the good old days when you could sit down and you could listen to a good calypso.
You know, but I wouldn't say that there weren't good calypsos this year. You know, it's just what was chosen for Fiesta or semifinals, as it's called, and what was rejected.
Did you say there was 10 top calypsos this year? 10 top calypsos.
Well,
10.
I can't say so, but what I'm trying to tell you is that there were calypsos that weren't exposed because the selectors didn't push it to the front and give it the time of day that it needed. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I like, for example, I listened to Brother B Calypso Courage. I'm not a judge, but I don't know if there was 40 calypsos better than that calypso. I don't know.
And his is only one of the many that didn't make it to the semis.
Yep.
Because
Then there's the calypso, even though it's a political calypso, political cemetery.
you see, once you're dealing with human beings making a decision as to what's going to be exposed and what's not going to be exposed, a lot of good stuff is going to get thrown in the garbage heap that we should be hearing.
Yeah, but we don't make calypsos like we used to long ago. You understand? You know, you could make calypso. I mean, look at Dr. Cullis. Look at the kind of calypso he used to make. Them calypso could live in infinity, man.
True.
Them calypso would live on. Look at the explainer, right?
That's right.
You know what I mean? You know, look at Shadow.
Yep.
You understand? I mean, and we are talking about social commentary, you know? I mean, even Blacks, his songs had social commentary in it. You know, at one time, Kurt Allen used to come out every year with a good social commentary. Every year. You understand? Brian London, you could have expected a good social commentary from him too. You see?
Yeah, but I'm not saying that that they probably still don't have good social commentary, but whether or not they are being encouraged or they are being selected to perform them.
And for example, there was one time when there was an approach Sugar Hollows when Bodyguard sing false papers.
Right.
Sugar Hollows told him he really can't sing that in the tent. Because if he sing it in the tent, you know, he messing with his food. You know what I mean?
Yep.
You're casting that character because at that point in time, I think the UNC was in power.
Mm-hmm.
And Sugar Hollows told him, yeah. If you want to mess with my food, nah, you can't do that. Right? So that means to say you can't sing certain type of calypso. And you know, and people are blaming Crow for the only one who they say, well, because that Crow calypso dying and all kind of thing. Do you believe that?
No, I believe there's just a lot of censorship going on quietly.
Yeah. But and I think the thing has the thing has shifted. I think the calypso has totally shifted from where it used to be a calypso, which is considered to be social commentary, to now being, you know, you're being socially careful.
Right.
You're being very socially careful these days. You know what I mean? Because if this party in power, you have to be careful if you don't sing this song and you upset that party. And that shouldn't be. That shouldn't be. The public purse, you shouldn't have to be, if you want to sing a calypso and it's factual, you know, and you could send a message, why not sing that calypso? Why not?
It's like saying you have freedom of speech, but be careful what you say.
It's not a democracy, it's a democracy. You understand? It's a democracy, and the people of Trinidad and Tobago supposed to stand up and say, no, we are not going to tolerate that. But we allow it to happen, so it happened. When he says, Ellis, it had a woman walk by the savannah while driving. The first sign I see is biggest threat to woman is man. Rennie, you sure that was a woman at that sign? I mean, I don't know about that. Biggest threat to woman is a man.
Well, he said there was a sign that he saw.
Yeah. I know. I mean, I'm just asking him. Maybe it wasn't a woman who had the sign. Maybe it was a man. I don't know. That don't make no sense. That don't make no sense.
Well, that's just her opinion, you know.
Yeah. What? Ellis said the Gandhi piano was the music teacher at school also. Okay. Yeah, Luther. Yeah. Ellis said that song make no pause raise. But that plenty calypso, man. That What? When you say you know, went to the road and drink 2 Guinness.
And drink 2 what?
Guinness.
Wow.
Oh God, it is it.
That is looking till I'm
That out to what tonight? Looking to lime out tonight. Yeah?
to eat.
Yeah, man. Rajvi, welcome.
You say you have to play,
Rajvi,
and let's say you have to play King Liar.
yeah, yeah. Rajvi says a major U.S. bank failed. There are
Yes,
more
I read
to
that
fail
too.
in the Commonwealth and large companies. What have you to say about that? Listen, which large bank fail?
I was reading about that
Let
earlier.
me see it. Large U.S. bank fail. Large U.S. bank fail.
But the failure was
Large.
cushioned though.
Huh?
There was some cushioning that took place though. You go ahead and pull up the article.
Yeah, large U.S. bank fail.
Let me see if I can see the article again.
Silicon Valley Bank.
Mm-hmm.
Silicon Valley Bank. Let me see what day this is.
Should have been today.
Published yesterday. Silicon Valley Bank is the second largest U.S. bank failure in history.
Right.
The closure of Silicon Valley Bank. I never heard of that bank, to be honest with you. You ever heard of that bank?
No, I only when I read the article I saw it. Let me see who
Yeah,
sent that.
hold on. Let me put that on the screen. Thank you, Rajvi. I'm going to put it up on the screen. So Trinidad ain't doing bad then, right? Okay, so here it is.
Regulators rushed to seize the assets of Silicon Valley Bank on
Yeah,
Friday
Silicon,
after a
right.
run on the bank marking the largest failure of a financial institution.
Right. Silicon Valley Bank held 209 billion in assets at the time of its collapse. Even after adjusting for inflation by assets, it trails only Washington Mutual, which held 434 billion in assets when it failed in 2008. SVB's failure surpassed those of Continental Illinois National Bank and Trust in 1984, 117.2 billion, and First Republic Bank in 1988, 83.6 billion. So it says assets at the time of US bank failures: Washington Mutual Bank 434 billion, Silicon Valley Bank 209 billion, Continental Illinois National Bank and Trust 1984, Silicon Valley was 2023, Washington Mutual was 2008, Continental Illinois National Bank 1984, 117.2 billion, First Republic Bank Corporation 1988, 83.59 billion, American Savings and Loan 1988, 77.67 billion. So if you look at this, right, the last time there was a bank failure in this country was in 2008.
That's right.
Right? So it's almost 15 years later before there was a next bank failure. Yeah, it's a big bank, but how come the government didn't bail them out, man?
Good question.
How come the government didn't bail them out? You know what it is though, Tommy? This is what I think. I think that in this country, we more know Chase Bank, right? We know Wells Fargo.
Well,
We
now
know
Bank of
City,
America.
right? Bank of America. We know those banks as the big banks in this country. And I'm just surmising here. And I think that if one of those banks are going to fail, I think from a perception perspective, right? Because at the end of the day, perception is reality.
True.
Right? That the government will have to do something about it. But I never heard of that bank. I really never heard of them. So Rajvi, that's a great point. And I mean, you know, I don't know what to say. I really don't know what to say.
Let me look at this again.
Yeah. Yeah. Let me look at it again too. Let me look at it. Um, Silicon Valley Bank collapse. Here we go. Okay, here it is. What is Silicon Valley Bank and the 9 questions about Silicon Valley Bank collapse. Let me put this up on the screen. So this is interesting. Okay. Okay, so 9 questions about Silicon Valley Bank's collapse. Tech favorite bank just failed. What does that mean for you? If you work in tech, you have probably heard about Silicon Valley Bank before now. If you're not familiar with this seemingly regional bank, nobody's blaming you. It had billions of dollars in deposit, but fewer than 2 dozen branches. You see what I'm talking about? And
Right.
generally cater to a very specific crowd of startups, venture capitalists, and tech firms. Okay, and that's why
Right.
it's called Silicon Valley. Anyway,
Right.
you're here now. Silicon Valley isn't. Banking regulators shut down Silicon Valley Bank, or SVP, on Friday after the bank suffered a sudden swift collapse, making it the second largest bank failure in US history. Just 2 days prior, SVP signaled that it was facing a crash crunch. It first tried to raise money by selling shares, then it tried to sell itself, but the whole thing spooked investors and ultimately it went under. The
Yeah.
incident sent shockwaves across the tech sector. Many companies and people with money in SVP moved to pull it out earlier in the week,
Yeah, they ran
actions
on it.
that contributed to the bank demise. But presumably, not everyone was able to get their cash out, and the FDIC only insures deposit up to $250,000. So customers who had more than that in SVP are in a pickle. Beyond tech, this has caused some shakiness across the banking industry amid concerns that other banks could be in trouble or that contagion could set in. It
Right.
is important to note for customers here that really the money you have in the bank right now is almost definitely fine. SVP blow up is a big deal and is symptoms of bigger forces in motion in tech, finance, and the economy.
Yep.
Still confused about what's going on? Here are answers to 9 questions. 9 questions you might just have. What is SVP? We already know that. How big it is? We already know that. What happened to SVP? Silicon Valley met its demise largely as a result of a good old-fashioned bank run after signs of trouble began to emerge earlier this week. So you see what happened, right? A lot of
Right.
people decide that they will hear what's going on and decide they're going to take the money out of the bank. And once those people decide to withdraw the money, cancel Christmas. The rest is over.
Yeah,
The
they had a
banks
run.
take. Go ahead.
I said they had a run on.
Yeah. Right? The bank takes deposit from clients and invests them in generally safe securities like bonds. As the Federal Reserve had increased interest rates, those bonds have become worthless. That would normally be an issue. SVP will just wait for those bonds to mature, but because there's been a slowdown in venture capitalists and tech more broadly, deposit inflow slows and clients started withdrawing their.
Diana's trying to broadcast.
Yeah? Yeah.
International Women's Day. And I cannot leave this stage but playing one of the greatest or most recognized fan loving songs of all time. One time. Oh no, it's not in the house, I'm not doing it. Yeah! Anyway, I'll start in the house.
Folks, we are live at a show in Tobago.
woman and kids. Dave Ghosted on WZYE live from Tomato Showtime. Dave Ghosted, WZYE live and direct. Later.
So there you have it, folks. Dane Gulston live on direct from Tobago, boy.
Via the storm. Via the storm.
Yeah, via the storm, boy. Yeah, boy. When we was talking about Silicon Valley, boy, bank collapse, yes?
Yes, indeed.
Let's say your wife and daughter lock him down tonight.
Anyways, SVB is the 16th largest in the United States.
Yeah, boy. I mean, you see, it is involved. You know, the tech industry is very volatile, you know. You understand? And you never know, boy. You never know. There are good days, and then there are plenty bad days. Vonnie Roberts, welcome. Yeah. I just saw some exhibit on your status. Very impressive, bro. What did you see, thing? What about Chogdas? Chogdas' birthday? Was it? Chogdas' birthday was this week, right?
I wasn't paying attention.
Yeah. I think Chogdas' birthday was this week. Is that what you're talking about, right, Mean Gene? Yeah. What? Vonnie wants to know, I wonder what Ansem opinion on Rowley's speech Thursday. Go on. It reminds me of Mr. Manning remark of it. Reminds me of Mr. Manning remark of it. Okay. Kapiza, welcome. Okay, all right. Kapiza different tonight, boy. 2 sentences, no PNM in it. Kapiza, welcome. Welcome, Arjun.
Guinness would come on 4 legs. What?
Yeah.
You gonna make Ruction?
I wonder if you know about that, boy. Capiza, I want to lime, not looking for Spanish woman. Oh, God. And let's say when they say bank crash, does that mean the money disappear? No, they insured people's deposits are insured up to 250. Huh?
Deposits are insured up to $250,000.
Yeah, $250,000. You know, you're guaranteed to get that back. But anything over
Right.
that, cancel Christmas.
Over that,
That's
you
it.
had to forget
Eh?
it. If you have more than that, then they forget
Yeah.
it.
Rajvi says Signature Bank is next, coming this week. Rajvi, like you are inside information, boy. Rajvi, do be careful if somebody tell you that information and they're making it. If that is non-public information and you're making it public, the SEC go come after you, Rajvi. You know?
The only thing is that there's usually some nervousness that's created when there's a failure in a major,
Yeah, well, I think this is so much unique because this is in Silicon Valley, and it has a lot to do with, the tech stocks and the volatility, and they're loaning money to startup companies in Silicon Valleys, and these companies are having problems and they cannot pay back their debts. You understand? So with all that happening, and then people starting to see what's going on, right? They decide, you know what, boy, not me now. Let me take my pittance I have out there and put it in some other bank. I don't know. Do they have? I'm sure they have something similar in Trinidad regarding the FDIC, right? What is your money insured to up to in Trinidad? Do you know?
I don't have the answer to that. We
Okay,
can Google
that
it.
would be a good question.
We can Google it.
Yeah. What?
Let's see.
What is your what? Yeah, Google that day for me, Tommy.
Let's see.
Could you? Yeah. Yeah. Or somebody will know, somebody in the chat will know. Yeah, the USD dropped last week. Good thinking, money system could
What
crash.
is the money insured up to in Trinidad and Tobago?
According to Central Bank of Trinidad and Tobago, its primary function is to manage a fund to provide insurance protection for depositors against the potential loss of their deposits. Should a member financial institution fail, this coverage is up to $125,000 per depositor per institute.
Okay, right. So your money is up to 125.
Which is half of what the US FDIC does.
Yeah. So Mean Gene said the promoters were asking not to do what Diana just did. Mean Gene, come on, man. It's Trinidad and Tobago,
Is Mean Gene gonna be telling?
Mean Gene, you see that's why they ban you from Tobago. You see why they ban him? Because he's a tattletale. That's what it is. What we used to call them people long ago, Tommy? What we used to call them? It's tattletale?
Well, tattletales is a US term.
Well, no, I want to use that Trinidad term.
Well, you can say they're rats, they're ratting.
So you're seeing Eugene Ratton on Diana?
Yeah.
Huh?
Hey. Tell another term, I'm thinking.
Yeah, boy. Rennie, Rajwada, what's he tell for? He's the inside man on his insider, Unless if Karen was in that bank, she wasn't going to lose a cent.
Oh, shucks. Poor Karen.
Yeah, Ellis. What Hindu credit union went under? I think I'm in Trinidad. In Trinidad?
Remember Hindu credit union went belly up?
Rajvi, that is a whole different story, That story is a different story. There's a lot of things behind that going under. Yep. Okay. Look where any just answer. I was trying to be diplomatic. Look where any answer. Ready say AGCU went down because of bubble and greed.
True.
And I was trying to be diplomatic. And it is my understanding the fellow who was in charge of that living good, very. But listen to this. That bank went under, right? The credit union went under, right? Anybody ever went to jail for that? For what happened there?
But I was about to tell you, you just get promoted and rewarded for doing bubble And
Oh, yeah. We had a saying on Wall Street, you screw up, you move up.
right.
Yeah. Anybody ever went to jail for that?
Not that I know of. I'm sure everybody would have known if that was the case.
Yeah. Look when you say living like a boss. Living like when you're being generous, a king. You living like a king.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, so Eugene, you and Rajvi only using inside information, right? And only want to blame other people, right? Mean Gene says, when I got word that Workers Bank and TNT was closing, I closed my account. So he had inside. You see, in Trinidad and Tobago, insider trading is of no consequence.
That's right.
No consequence. None. Zero. Look, Eugene just did insider trading because he may have closed his account based on non-public information. He had maybe a partner or a family member working in the bank, and they tell him, they whisper to him at the side, Eugene, hey, by the way, Eugene, I think you put that in there just to get me vexed, you know. I feel because Diana not here to get vexed, he put that in there for me to get vexed. But Eugene, I ain't taking your bait, yeah? Because you know I talk about the Laventil to Washington Empowerment Center and the Workers Bank building, right?
True.
Right? And you see, he put it in there now. You see? I think, but no. I go let it pass. This too shall pass. Carice, welcome. Yeah? Yeah, look, Kapiza calling him Harry Haranarine.
That's him.
That's him. Yep. Man living like a king, boy.
Kapiza say under pressure.
Wonder what pressure? After all them years? Didn't they still have a building sitting down somewhere down in Shoguanas? A building? The Hindu Credit Union building? Eh?
It's sitting incomplete. It's incomplete and eyesore.
Yeah. Rennie correct is right. Just like the partner Lala living it up in Panama. The man have all kind of property in Panama, you know. He living in a gated community, you know. We had to play brother song, I'm going to Panama, mama. Yeah. Brother knew what he was talking about.
Oh, brother don't play.
Yeah. Eh?
Well, it was right on. Spot on,
boy. Yeah, all them tech investors. Correct is right, highly. All them tech investors in that Silicon Bank, money, you know, boy. It's kind of hard for you to wake up and see you have a 5 million in a bank, and next day wake up you only have 250,000. You know?
Let me see something.
That's hard enough. When you say missing Diana mode, I'm going to get my wife vexed. Let's she quarrel a little bit. Then I will make an excuse to go out the road.
That is a mess.
Oh, God. And he's a comedian, a real comedian. Curry says, all these buildings, they have not in use. They should do something productive for the youth. I think Curry's want to get me upset too. You understand? That Workers Bank building, boy. Anyway, we go for station identification. When we come back, we're going to discuss that. And when we come back, I have some other videos I want to play for you guys. You definitely don't want to miss this. Stick and stay. It's in the village with the DAT Triplets on WZYE 95.9 FM. And I have one especially with the Prime Minister that you all will like to see.
You're listening to WZYE 95.9 FM. You are listening to WZYE 95.9 FM. The most influential name in Caribbean radio in the tri-state area. Broadcasting from East Orange, New Jersey. The most influential name in Caribbean radio. WZYE 95.9 FM.
We are back with you. It's in the village with the DAT Triplets on WZYE 95.9 FM. We come to you every Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday from 7 to 10 p.m. That's Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday from 7 to 10 p.m. Now, Tommy,
Yes.
something happened this past week with the Prime Minister of Trinidad and Tobago. And I believe that it was a good thing, but many people in Trinidad and Tobago are not going to side with me, many, and think that this is a good thing. So let's look at this video here. Let's look at this video.
Well, while some of you were still in dreamland, the Prime Minister, Dr. Keith Rowley, was already out on the greens at the St. Andrews Golf Course, dusting off his golf club to mark the start of the 115th Amateur Golf Open. President of the TNT Golf Association, Wayne Batiste, seen here welcoming his presence in the competition, which in some sense signifies the prestige that has been associated with the tournament from its inception at the St. Andrews Golf Course. It should be noted that it's not an everyday occurrence to have a Prime Minister feature at a local sporting event, but the ceremonial tee-off is usually done by notable figureheads.
Ready?
Whoa! Yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, the 115th TT Open is now open.
Not a bad shot from the Prime Minister, who sent the amateur golfers on their way to finding holes on the golf course. But first, he must finish what he started. And with that bit of banter, the Prime Minister cleared the way in the front nine, leaving room for the contenders to aim for the hills. Sergio Dufour, TV6 Sport.
Let me say this, man. I love track and field, right? And if I become the Prime Minister of Trinidad and Tobago, should I stop track and field?
No.
Okay. So if the Prime Minister is playing, golf and opening a prestigious golf tournament, and a Prime Minister have never opened a golf tournament before, they had to get up that early in the morning to go do it. Right? Do you see a problem with that?
Not at all.
Yeah, I sorry. If the man want to go and open a tournament, yeah. If the man want to go and open a tournament and one of his favorite sport, well, not only that, I see him play cricket too.
Mm-hmm.
I see him play cricket. So yeah, if I become Prime Minister, I'm not going to stop running, and I'm going to run around the savannah still.
Well, your security detail will have to run with you.
Well, I gotta get some police fellas who could run. I would have to get some police or army fellas who could run. But I continuing to run means stopping running. Huh?
Or they'll have to ride an electric bike or something.
Oh yeah, they could ride a bike. Correct is right. They could ride a bike. No, but I want them run. I will one or two of them. I could get two of them, a few of them in shape. No, they could ride a bike. Yeah, that is correct. Correct is right. Right? Carissa's and Sam, that is something to get for, because I realize they're not thinking much about the kids. Okay. Ellis, you're not a vegetarian? No. Ellis is a what's a meatitarian? Is a meatitarian?
A meat mouth.
Ellis is a meatitarian. Oh God. Look up, he's a Tiger Rowley. Yeah. Rowdy's a boss. The man could golf. Yeah, Rennie. Caris said the man could golf. Why should we have any problem? You understand? Hey, Caris, yeah, the man could throw corn. Caris, yeah, what happened? Eh? Seriously. When we used to talk real good, I challenged the Prime Minister. I say, listen, boss, when you come up here, you gotta come to New Jersey, you're going on a golf course, and I go show you some of my tricks. You know what I mean? And I used to practice. Tommy, remember they used to have a golf range in Union?
Yep.
Man, I used to go there, man. Tommy, I was getting real good, you know. When I started, I could only see the ball left side or right side. I couldn't hit it straight, and I couldn't hit it straight up.
On 22?
Yeah. No.
You used to go to the golf course itself?
No. I used to go to the range and practice first. I was a practice first.
Right.
I never went to. I played in a tournament one time in some golf course, but I was very disappointed in myself. The ball wasn't going straight at all. And as competitive as I am, I was upset, boy. Upset. You understand? But I love golf. I really love golf. Golf is a great game.
Yeah,
it's a great game.
I have a good friend who always wanna take me golfing, but I never made the time for it.
Yeah. I'm gonna start to get back into it. Yeah. Caris, he has a hobby and it's golfing. Yeah, nothing wrong with that. When he need to go to comedy school, when he says, my wife here was reading out my comment and bring a Guinness from the fridge for me. She said, don't go nowhere.
You're right.
Oh, God.
We're going to try to find some patients.
Yeah. You might end up in Silicon Valley. Oh, God. The problem with PNM is too much games. Oh, God, Capiza. Yeah. So we say LOL answer.
The problem with all the politicians all over the world. Too much
Look,
games.
here comes the 10% Eiley. The 10% Eiley. Right? And some that is out of time and behavior. If the country in good state, there's no problem, but it's not. So Tommy.
Yes.
If I have a hobby, I need to stop doing that hobby because of the state of the country. The country can only be in a good condition in order for me to continue my hobby.
Wow.
That is what Hailey is saying. That's what Hailey is saying.
Is that Matson?
Hailey, the math's not Matson, eh? Oh yeah? It's in Matson. How could that make any sense, Hailey? I feel Hailey does just do that to get on your case, I just feel so. I feel he just do it on purpose. Yeah. We say army person are very athletic. Caris, I hear so true, I hear so, Yeah, Ellis. Tell June. Ellis says, Captain, are you aware that Munilal Gopi Singh are also golfers? Tell him. Yeah, he asked any question. Arjun, answer the question. Answer the question, Arjun. Yeah? What? PNM, Rowley could run a government. PNM has never had it so nice. Yeah, Caris. Laugh for lawyer. I'm sure Rowley impressed you. Yeah, I was going to take him out in golf, Caris, you're absolutely right. Hey, Ellis, tell them fellas about golf. All Ellis real know about golf. But Ellis not as our boss cook, Ellis is our boss chef. Tommy?
Of course.
Yeah. I believe he's one of the best, even though I believe he's one of the best in Trinidad and Tobago. By far. Yeah? Golf looks easy, but it's skill. Yeah, boy. Nadia said he wanted price smart. Get she so upset. Okay, here comes our partner, Hailey. And Sam, if you're running your business and it's not matching, you'll put it off to play golf. Okay, sorry, Ansem. It's obvious you have no idea. Hailey, what's he saying again? All work and no play makes what? Tommy, what's that saying again?
Makes Jack a dull boy.
Okay, all work and no play makes Hailey a dull boy. Right? Hailey, Hailey, come on, now, man. Get serious now, man. You understand? All them, a lot of them ministers and them, a lot of them MPs just go and play golf.
That's right.
But the only person here about golf is PM Rowley. That's the only person here about golf. Eh? Yeah, Carice no joke, you know. Carice, I saw picture of Ellis no board food. Look appetizing. He really puts love into his presentation, so I can imagine how good it tastes. Yeah, correct is right. Yeah, when I come to Trinidad, I have to go and you gotta cook a vegan something. You know what I mean? I know if he could manage it, but yeah.
He looks like a professional.
Nah, he's a professional. He's a perfectionist. Put it that way. You know what I mean? People who like try for perfection. Yeah. Pianamites do honest labor job and watch them faint. What are June talking? I don't know what June saying, huh? Wars enjoy your sport. Ratty is a MP. He never give up his business in yeah. Oh God. Hey, you know who that is? Wars enjoy your sport. Ratty is a MP. He never give up his business in escort. You know who's that, right? You told me? Yeah. That the fella who name calling in the escort business now.
Ratty Ram?
Yeah. That is him. Yeah. As an officer, we golf after all that. We Republicans hang out. Yeah. Tell Hailey that. Here comes Hailey. Makes a dull boy. You have to be serious. That's how you make sense with seriousness. And some used to stick to running because he is a horrible comedian.
I told you, huh?
Hailey in the corner, hiding. Hailey in the corner. Hailey. Yeah. Miss Kuva, welcome. Who you want to see, Nadia? Tell me who you want to see. Takesha, Joan. So, folks, let's go back to the video, right? Of course, we had the issue with the underage girl, but you see this issue here? I think
Trinidad and Tobago intends to join with Mexico to take the fight against crime and criminality all the way to the U.S. judicial system.
Mexico has approached CARICOM asking us as independent sovereign states with the same problem to join the fight to hold American gun manufacturers, to test it in the courts in America, to hold the manufacturers and distributors of guns, handguns, and assault weapons into our country, to hold them responsible for the mayhem that they have unleashed on our societies. Tonight, I can tell you, Trinidad and Tobago is actively considering joining that.
The Prime Minister says he expects that this issue will feature prominently at the upcoming CARICOM Symposium on Crime.
You can buy guns all over America in most states. One state right now is about to change its law to remove the requirements for a license if you have a firearm. In other words, you could just go and buy a firearm like when you buy bread. I want CARICOM to speak as one voice
to our major trading partner, our friend in the north, with one voice to say to them, America must do more to prevent guns from coming from America into our country.
But Dr. Rowley notes that citizens of this country have an equal responsibility to prevent the influx of deadly weapons.
I want to appeal to every public officer who holds a post in Trinidad and Tobago at whatever level, whether you're in customs, in immigration, or in the police. The people of Trinidad and Tobago. And the corollary of that, if you are an officer anywhere in any of these situations, and you fall short of what is expected of you and required of you under law, you become a hole through which your lifeblood will drain.
Renessa Cutting, TV6 News.
Tommy?
I really want to know if there's a distribution channel that these manufacturers have in the Caribbean or in Trinidad.
Tommy?
I want to know if guns are for sale in Trinidad by these manufacturers. I really want to know where that's going.
Tommy?
Yes.
Dr. Rowley don't understand the trees backing up here. No? Does he know about the NRA?
He has to. But guess
Does
what?
he know that they're one of the biggest lobbyists in Washington?
I think that speech is a waste of time.
Waste of precious time. That is nonsensical. I mean, I mean, he should have just stayed quiet.
His responsibility is to make sure that the damn guns don't come in here. Make sure that whatever mechanisms has to be put in place to detect the weaponry coming in.
Boys, the NRA will eat Port Trinidad and Tobago alive. With all them senators that have up in Washington down there, who they financing the campaign and all kind of thing, they'll eat them alive.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is that argument doesn't hold water. It doesn't, for the mere reason that nobody has a distribution network. None of the manufacturers have a distribution network in Trinidad, or they are not selling guns in Trinidad. The guns are being bought elsewhere. What Trinidad has to make sure is that whatever is coming in is X-rayed, and other mechanisms are put in place to make sure that they can detect if somebody's bringing in illegal weapons.
That's just being braggadocious and want to beat up your chest.
I'm pointing a finger in a direction that it's not supposed to be pointed.
Yeah.
Pointing at one, and four is pointing back at him, that he needs to do something to make sure that he and all others who run this country have to make sure that they protect the borders and protect the illegal importation.
I don't understand how you could blame gun manufacturers in this country, man.
Makes no sense.
Like they just export guns. They just export guns from the factory to Trinidad and Tobago.
Right.
They just do that, right?
They have an agreement.
Yeah. They're in the business of exporting guns to Trinidad and Tobago.
And if they won't, just shut them down.
That make no sense. And listen, the NRA, boy, the NRA, I would think he knows about the NRA. You understand? When them senators and them start to squeeze you because the NRA gain them this and gain them the other and financing the campaign and all kind of thing, you think them listening to them people in the Caribbean? Eh? Them fellas donating to them fellas campaign?
Yeah, I just trying to figure out where they're going with that.
Whoever advised them about that, boy?
They're shirking their responsibilities. That's what they're doing. Trying to do.
Yeah. They're going contrary. Right? Yeah, Ellis says, Walls, Donald Trump was the president of the USA while Solis he was golfing. Or should he put down the golf club and pick up a gun? Correct is right. Correct is right. Yeah? Obama used to golf too.
Yep.
Yeah? Yeah. Nadia, Dr. Love see you fixing phones too. Dr. Love, no, you have to stay consistent, man. You can't go, you're going outside of your your remit now. You're going outside of your remit. Rowley throwing bait for worms to bite. PNM trickery tactics. That is Rowley way of trying to keep voter support. What a waste of time.
Yeah, I agree. That's a waste of a precious time talking about that in that manner.
Yeah, that was a waste of time. We could all agree with that. I agree highly on that one. Yeah. I wish Mexico and Trinidad lost that case. Guns don't kill people. People kill people.
Correct.
Yeah.
Not just that, but the manufacturers don't have a distribution network in the Caribbean.
Yeah. That speech was so out in left field somewhere, but I mean, I listen to it and I say that, man. Yeah, waste of year for the PM. When you have mental things to sit and go play golf. I you see why you need to play golf. Correct is right. I need to play golf. Yeah. I'm trying to see what you know what way of what comes to the Taliban. Yeah. Oh God. You know, when I saw that, I said to myself, I said, for us who live in this country, and we know the power of the NRA, National Rifle Association. Now, what a powerful lobby there is in Washington. And for you to stand on a platform and spew that garbage, you know, it means to say, well, look, maybe he didn't consult with the Minister of Foreign Affairs. Maybe he didn't consult with him because he's in Washington, right?
Yep.
And he would have told him otherwise, boss, stay away from that issues and the manufacturers and them. Stay away from that issue. You know, be a little more diplomatic with that issue. And you have to be diplomatic with that issue. Them people not selling no guns to Trinidad and Tobago.
Except if they have a secret distribution network that we don't know about.
A secret distribution network. So as we move on, right? This is the Prime Minister again, right? Talking about that the US knows everything that's happening in Trinidad and Tobago, which makes sense. Not everything, but most things happening in Trinidad and Tobago, the US is well aware of what's going on. You know, I mean, we have an embassy in Port of Spain, right? The US has an embassy in Port of Spain, right?
The embassy is just one branch. They have
other things.
Exactly.
And many of us may not even know about.
Exactly. Plenty
Yeah?
Marco. Plenty Marco.
Yeah. So what them just doing Trinidad is Marco and Hush. You know what I mean? They Marco and Hush. So listen to this.
Something happened in Trinidad and Tobago which caused the government to want to see me, to tell me that as a result of certain developments in the public domain in Trinidad and Tobago and known to them in the private domain, Trinidad and Tobago is now on the verge of not getting assistance, very valuable assistance from the United States.
A warning from the United States communicated directly to Prime Minister Dr. Keith Rowley during what he describes as a recent meeting on the topic of what the U.S. perceived as extrajudicial killings by the police.
If in a country the police officers are carrying out extrajudicial killings, meaning killing people for no good reason without passing through a process of a court in breach of human rights, that country under American law is forbidden to receive assistance from the United States on matters of national security.
But the Prime Minister says that was not the only meeting to which he was summoned by a foreign government.
There was a major murder in this country, a major murder, which had this country traumatized. And a foreign mission officer asked to see me. I was in the opposition then. Came to see me. And in the conversation, which caused the person to want to see me, said to me, "This is not the first time that we have had reason to be concerned about that individual. I say no more."
Dr. Rowley then went on to reference the U.S. trafficking in persons report, which he says is yet another case of the UNC staining this country's reputation.
If alligator come out of river and tell you water dirty, no doubt them. So when the leader is faced in front of the whole country with members of your cabinet pointing to members of your selection who you put inside the parliament, and that now stains the country because the Americans have put that in a report for the whole world to read, that in Trinidad and Tobago there are people in the parliament who either have been or are engaged in human trafficking.
Further noting the life sport, email gate, Section 34, Piarco Airport and Cambridge Analytica scandals, Dr. Rowley is issuing the following advice.
Give Trinidad and Tobago a chance. So I have had enough of Wade Mark. I've had enough of Doppy. I've had enough of Mrs. Kamala Prasad Bissessa. And I ask Trinidad and Tobago, listen to them, see where they're going, and reject them totally. And when you do that, the only thing you can do to do that, you say, great is the PNM, great is the PNM, great is the PNM, and we shall prevail.
Renessa Cutting, TV6 News.
Oh boy, tell me what to say, boy.
Or politicking.
Oh God, but it's politics after politics after politics. All right.
But he knows that they got their finger on the pulse constantly. They're not taking it off.
Yeah. The U.S. knows a lot is going on in Trinidad and Tobago.
They have a lot of people on the ground. A lot.
Yeah, they have a lot of people. Many people should know that. They have a lot of people on the ground. And you know, America has a keen interest in Trinidad and Tobago, you know, because of natural gas and oil. They have a keen interest. They don't want America to associate, I don't want Trinidad and Tobago to associate with China, even though I think that horse already bolted the stable.
Yeah.
You know, so they are very, 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 very careful. And look at it, the Minister of Foreign Affairs is in Washington, right? And I mean, these are all things that are important to them, and that's why the Minister of Foreign Affairs is there. You know, Ellis, I'll get back to that comment. Hailey says it's probably CIA agent in that embassy. I mean, could be CIA, could be FBI, could be all kind of things. You know, they could be spying on Trinidad and Tobago, and we don't even know.
Could be.
Well, they're spying on Trinidad and Tobago, and they don't even know.
Spy death. Listen, man. If you're the USA, you have to have spies all about.
Yeah.
You have to.
Now, Tommy, do you agree with this? If we are allowed to carry guns, legal guns, crime will drop. Do you believe if people in Trinidad and Tobago are allowed to carry legal guns, crime will drop?
In the beginning, it will probably have a spike in crime, but eventually things will level off. A spike in crime
if they're allowed to carry legal guns?
Well, no, not a spike in crime. It will have more killings. Let's put it that way.
With legal guns?
But I think legal guns could even up the playing field.
I agree. I want to agree. I want to agree that legal guns could even the playing field. What I mean, even the playing field, is that a person will think twice. You know what? You know, there's a difference between that and like people talk about capital punishment, right? People,
The only thing though, Anselm, is when you have a gun, you're more apt to use it in a confrontation or a situation that you could have probably diffused with words.
Really? Tell me if you feel in jeopardy, you have a right to defend yourself and your family.
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying, that there may be a spike in killings.
No, I think that a person knowing that.
Stand up, let the people here. Come on, stand up, that is the big system. In India, we just call she Didi. And look how she and me are same complexion. We could advertise whiskey, double black. So this is Pearl. She lived here 35 years now, and she have the medical lab in Scarborough. Right? Some of them might know she. Or you could go there and do all the blood tests and things. So she cannot send you. So she might charge you a little more. I want to big up the people she brought here tonight. I understand Amigo. He living up here a long time too. Big up to Amigo and all the friends. All the friends who came with my sister, raise your hands. Right. So thanks for coming to the show. That's the first time she come in to see she brother perform. Yeah? Hey, camera.
You're live in the United States. You're live in the United States.
So I come to talk to all you about all kind of things. Did you all enjoy the carnival?
Yes.
All you following what going on in Trinidad? Did Bungie deserve the road match?
Yes.
Right, let me hear a round of applause for Bungie, man.
Woo!
I watched some woman in Trinidad for the music. You know what I love about Trini women and Tobago women? They have big backside. And when they walk in, it does look like two little boys fighting on that cover. You know how much time I went to park and get slapped? But I observed the woman with flat bottom is the more happier woman in the band. Because they don't have one ass to study. Now, I see Bacchanal going on all on TV, all kind of thing. How this one is a sex maniac, that one is a sex maniac. All men love sex. All the men here, if you know you love sex, raise your hand. You are alone, boy? I ain't gonna lie, Amigo is one man tell me he don't like sex at all. I say why? He say bottom does burning.
Oh no.
Give him a round of applause, man. He come with his two wives, so I don't mind, giving them a little fatigue and things. But everybody does have sex. The king does have it, prince does have it, emperor does have it, even the duke. So I want to ask you a question here tonight. Between man and woman, who does lie more?
Man.
That's because your man maybe does lie, it's not every man will lie. No, but I have to give you it, eh? Man does lie. I have a partner last week, he come from work. And as he lied down in the bed, his wife reached up and hit him one frying pan. He said, what happened? She said, what happened? I went in the washing machine to wash your pants, and I find a piece of paper in your pocket marked Marilyn. Who the hell is Marilyn? Like, you have a Marilyn here? She said, who the hell is Marilyn? Well, man, brighter, they always have an excuse. You see, oh God, girl, don't get personal. I went up Santa Rosa in Arima in the racetrack to bet on a horse. And the horse named Marilyn. So for me not to forget, I write it down. She said, oh, you're lucky, a bit sure you get away.
Next night as he lie down again, she hit him boom again. He said, what now? She said, your horse just fallen. Man, that's a lie. So let me ask all you. This is Tobago. I love Tobago. Now, I'm an Indian. I live in Trinidad, right? But I love the Indian movies. But they don't always have the subtitles. So I don't know what's going on sometimes because I only know to talk English. Right? Let me see everybody here, all who see an Indian movie before. Right. So you know in an Indian movie, the star boy that's be behind the tree, and the star girl will come with she goblet on she head to full water, and he will jump out and bust down at you, and she will blush. Right? Now sometimes he does be on this side of the river, and she on that side. And he only watch she and she get pregnant. That's because most of the time he does have a cockapoo. So I put on the TV. I said, I meet one of them Indian fellas in the expo in Trinidad. I said, I don't understand. They don't have the subtitles. You see, Trinidad, you have to tell you know how them Indians talk. You listen good to what they say. Hindi is very similar to English. Listen good. Hey, you know it's true. I go on home and put on a movie. The girl come in with she goblet and she had just like one of explained. And the fella jump out and he start to sing. Hear what he's singing? Mena bununga le mi balyuna. And then she start to blush. And she start to sing back for him. Yeah, she. Mena bununga you ever you could skin your moko, you could drop your toto, you let me get a round of applause for that one. Hey, I ain't gonna lie. Trinidad and Tobago have the most beautiful woman in the world. Hey, hey. Since them Spanish and them come. Sorry. Paulia, I can share a little secret with Paulia. You promise you ain't gonna tell nobody yet to make me shame? No. The first time I come to Tobago and I stayed in a hotel, right? I ain't gonna tell all you. So I only begging me for a complimentary to come in the show. So I said, well, you have to give me a little thing, you know. She said, no problem. So I can she in the hotel room. She said, me, I never do it yet, you know, I'm afraid. I said, well, here what? I promise you, I will just only put in a little piece. She said, he just put in a little piece too. So she said, you promise? I said, I promise. So probably get even the yak now, and I put in my little piece. So while, you know, I start to feel sweet. So I put in all. And now she realized I put in all. And she start to feel sweet now. And she tell me, put in all. I say, no man, I promise you that promise. No, you promise you ain't going to tell nobody, eh? I tell you, some kind of thing that's happened in Trinidad and Tobago is only down here it could happen. Imagine for Christmas board, a man and his wife want to drink whiskey. What is the best chaser they have for whiskey? You. Sprite? You don't drink one half, you know you are. So, what's the best chaser they have to drink with whiskey? Water. Coconut water. So the man and his wife hire a fella to pick the coconut, and there he gone up the tree and throw them down below. From on top of the tree, the man walks down and say, hey, all you're having sex. So the man said, no boy, you matter what, look, I stand up here and look my wife there. He was young again. He said, no, all you having sex. The man said, no boy, look at here and look my wife there. He come down from the tree and tell the woman husband, you climb up and see. While he going up, he hold the man wife and started jumping. Then the man, hey, you know someone top here, it's ready, look at so. Yes, I no joke over, I ain't see no children in here, all of you is big people. And all of you is big people. Madam, you have any husband or anything?
Husband and a boyfriend.
You have? You had a boyfriend, and what did you read it?
A husband and a boyfriend.
So you had a husband and a boyfriend?
Yeah.
That reminds me of something, boy. One day I went down the road, when I see my wife and the outside woman coming down the road together. I jumped in the bush to hide. You know a man jumped behind me? I said, what? He asked me what? I said, you see them two women? One is my wife and one is the outside woman. I said, what are you hiding for? It's the same thing. I meet two fellas from Tobago, and I want to call them up on stage. And when they come, I want you all to really show them some love and give them a big round of applause. One of them name is Andel. Andel, where are you? Is Andel the name? Where you on? And the next one is Assam. I understand he is moving Assam family. Assam, where are they? Wait. What do you ask I see here, boy? So, could you please come up? You never please speak to us?
Oh.
All right, it's a party. Please come up. Yeah, come. Be brave. You're Trinidad and Tobago. Don't feel shame. Come. Give him a round of applause.
Hey!
Right, he's coming. He's coming. I like brave people. Looking at them safari hunt on them. If you see you come here to hold flat tonight, look at Sam coming. Give him a round of applause. Tobago has Sam, Trinidad has soul. Right, I'm glad on the come. It's a pleasure meeting you, sir. Okay, yes. So let me just interview you if you don't mind, so the people will know. And may I ask your name, please, sir? Tester. And where are you from, Tester? Tobago. So you're born and grew up in Tobago? Trinidad. You're born and grew up in Trinidad. So what brings you to Tobago? A future wife. Hey girl, you have good taste. You resemble me. Alright, so there's Keston from Tobago. Come, I talk to you outside, you have a little accent and thing, eh? I just see plenty Tobagonians coming to Trinidad. I always thought they come in to buy the groceries cheaper and things. Them coming to learn to speak proper English. Oh. Right. So what is your name, sir? Dexter. Dexter Assam. You're moving Assam, former PNM minister nephew. Right. Right. Now, you're born and grew up in where? Woodruff. In Woodruff? In Trinidad, you have to be careful. They have wood and things and brook and things. You understand? Nice. So here we are called to all you for. You from Tobago and he grew up in Trinidad. So you come on this side. You come on this side. Trinidad and Tobago is a multicultural, multi-ethnic society. We have all kind of people, all kind of music. I am going to sing a chutney. Because I came started in the chutney soca monarch. So we will start with him. Because he lived in New York for quite some time too. I understand one day he tell a girl in New York he would like to kiss the American flag. And she pulled down his panty and showed him two flags on she two ass. And then he tells me, if I turn around, I would like to say hello to Bush. Hold and what? Check me wine. DJ, you have my song, right? When I do music come on, I would need a little help from the audience. So we have a prize, okay? I will tell you what the price is after your wine. Right? Let me go. Clap, man. Clap it up. Clap. Clap. Get a wine. रतिया में दुल्हाने मौसी भूलने करके पठाने हार सके परवाने तोरे पगे रोजी चलो जी wait. Ladies and gentlemen, please do not laugh at the gentleman. Just because you did not recognize that dance he did. That dance is called the elevator. Oh! It has no steps. All right, listen. Amigo! Amigo, come here, man. You tell it on your brother, Kenneth.
Oh, shit.
So when you wait here, because you look like you for the real man. I'm keeping you for life. It's a woman or a man. So you could do magic.
Disappear.
Please disappear. Yes, hold on. Yes. That's what you ask you.
Diana.
To make me sing on his stage. I need that. Hey, you. Come. Yeah, you. You, come. Come now. Forget it for two. Come now. I need one more. I need a woman.
Diana.
Yeah, so we get back to her. To be honest with you, I ain't gonna lie to you, Tommy. That wasn't really. A lot of them things wasn't really funny. Sorry. And let's say these people in the crowd are being paid to laugh. Oh, I want to get back to something here. Okay, I want to get back. Yeah, I think if we allow to carry guns, crime will drop. Right? Eugene asking the question, so Wall Street, where are the guns coming from? So I make a gun. I'm a gun manufacturer and I make a gun. And it come from America and it kills somebody in Trinidad. You should close down my company because a gun, some one of them big kahunas in Trinidad smuggled the gun into Trinidad, right? And it killed somebody and you should kill my business for that? It told me that making sense?
Nope.
Eugene, the sense not sensing, eh? That sense not sensing.
But guns don't kill people. People kill people.
Correct is right. So where the guns coming from? If they come from America and Eugene, make it make sense now, man. That's sensing. I'm sorry. That ain't sensing. Right? So you want to kill my business. Okay, Tommy, if I have a farm, right? And on my farm, or my company produces GMO products.
Right.
And them GMO products give people all kind of disease. Right? But there's no law against it. Right? And it's legal. You should come and try to shut down my business because of that?
Nope.
Eugene, make it make sense now, man. The sense not sensing. It ain't sensing at all. You know? The government of Trinidad and Tobago need to take responsibility with the Commissioner of Police, with the customs officers, with the Coast Guard, with the they're still calling regiment, the army. Is it regiment or army?
Well, regiment.
With the regiment.
Regiment is the army.
Yeah, and all take responsibility to make Trinidad a safe place. Make sure the scanners and the port working. How about all them things? Where are the guns coming from? Who cares where the guns coming from? Doesn't really matter where the guns coming from, Tommy.
It doesn't. It doesn't matter if it comes from Russia, if it comes from the United States.
It doesn't matter.
Most important thing is that we can detect when it's coming and stop it at the borders.
Correct is right. No. I will say this, Ellis. Under Gary Griffith watch, there was an increase in extrajudicial killing in Trinidad and Tobago like never before. Let me repeat that. And that is one of the problems we had, where there was a report that came out and said that there was monies that wasn't given to Trinidad because of the increase in extrajudicial killing in the country. We can't run and hide from that.
Didn't the Prime Minister make reference to extrajudicial killings in his last?
Yes, he did make reference, but he kind of make it in a kind of generic form. He didn't want to call Gary Griffith's name because Gary will come out right away and blast him. But yes, he made reference to that. Yeah? So I think Gary Griffith was responsible for the rise in extrajudicial killing in Trinidad and Tobago under his watch as Commissioner of Police.
And it still continues today.
Yeah, because he put it in place. You understand? And them guys in them, they just keep on following it. It's incumbent on the new Commissioner of Police to tell them fellas and them, that is it. No more.
Well, it no consequences.
Correct is right. At least there's too much wrong drinking in Trinidad and Tobago for people to have guns. Who's Barry? Oh, Barry? Barry in the UNC? Yeah?
Barry's okay,
Mean Gene said that's not what I'm saying. I never said shut down any business. But what are you saying? You say where the guns coming from. So what exactly are you saying? Right? This is Mean Gene point. He says, so Wall Street, where are the guns coming from? It appears to me, Tommy, that he's saying if the guns are coming from the United States of America, we need to do something. Well, let me don't say what he's saying. Let him say what he's saying. So what are you saying, Mean Gene? Because I don't want to go in his brain and figure out what he's saying.
Well, he's probably obviously agreeing with what the Prime Minister said.
Okay, so Mean Gene, it appears that your statement is that you are agreeing with what the Prime Minister is saying. So if Trinidad get all the guns out of the country, the police will rent their guns. No stopping of gun crime in Trinidad and Tobago, corruption rule. Nah. You could stop that. Police couldn't have nothing to do with FUL. Yeah, I don't think we making that analogy between having a license and police killing. Well, at least I didn't make that analogy. Right? Now let's listen to the UNC here now. So if Vonnie Roberts was there, he would have liked that we are addressing both sides of the coin. So the UNC is saying that the Prime Minister is on a rampage, and in their I don't know when this was. I think this was Thursday with Senator Wade Mark and Anil Roberts.
Well, they usually have a Monday night meeting, and
Yeah. But I think there's someone in midweek too, you know.
Okay.
Yeah. So they may have had one after Thursday night when the PNM had something. Right? So here it is.
The opposition is accusing the Prime Minister of going on a rampage of sorts, starting with what it says is an attack on the Director of Public Prosecutions.
Attack the independent, constitutionally protected office of our Director of Public Prosecutions. We wish to strongly and wrongly condemn the conduct of the Prime Minister. The Prime Minister is seeking to undermine and subvert the independent office of the DPP. Is he trying to frustrate Roger Gaspard, into leaving the office of the DPP?
Opposition Senator Wade Mock contrasted what he described as the glowing terms by which Dr. Keith Rowley spoke of the deputy DPP.
But in the case of Gaspard, he was bitter, rancorous, as he unleashed fire and brimstone on the office of the Director of Public Prosecution.
In what appeared to be the response to comments of DPP Gaspard that a severe staff shortage may lead to a collapse of cases, the Prime Minister at a PNM political meeting on Thursday night lamented that the state had been footing $1 million bill for the past 3 years for executive office space for the office of the DPP, which they have chosen not to occupy. Senator Mark says this is a continuation of the assault on independent offices, including the media.
The time has come when the people of Trinidad and Tobago must demand a fitness certificate. Is the Prime Minister in good health? He must provide to the people of this country a fitness certificate to determine if he's in good health, because he's making outrageous statements. He attacks the media. Why? Because the media is doing its work. He's telling the media, when you're doing your work, you must go and do this and that. I didn't know he was the editor of the Express.
Mark accused the Prime Minister of subtly attacking the judiciary.
He attacked a judge. A judge that sits on the bench as we speak, because he was not happy with the then Attorney General going to the courts, telling the courts, listen, it makes no sense extraditing these people who are charged with corruption. There's a case going on, it will be heard here, and that is the right place for it to be heard. Justice Buru Singh, as an independent judge, supported the submission. The Prime Minister last night waded into Justice Buru Singh.
Senator Mark was speaking at a media briefing at the opposition's Charles Street office. Rashid Tiwari, Rubnarayan, TV6 News.
So, on a follow-up to that, it says the DPP seeks counsel after PM's attack. So, are we going to go and spend public funds again? Are we going to go and spend public funds, Tony? Where does it all end, Tommy boy? Where does it all end? We just seem to be going back and forth, back and forth. Mean Jean says, I asked the question, I made no reference to any country. Wasn't that an implication, Tommy, if when you read his question?
That's
because
right.
we were talking about the United States of America, right?
Yep.
That's
what the Prime Minister was talking about too.
Yeah, we weren't talking about any other place. Yeah. Yeah, criminals kill over 600 people. Somehow everyone more concerned about the rights of criminals. Right? Yeah, but I think the DPP should be left alone to do its job.
Yeah, we want them to work expeditiously too.
But Tommy, he said that he needed about 130 attorneys, I think he said, and he might only have maybe half of that.
See, that'd be really hard to find.
I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. But I think there's a shortage. I know someone who's close to that, and there's a shortage of attorney. There's a shortage of attorneys. But you know, when Donald Trump was in office, they also asked him to take a fitness test, right? You remember that, Tommy?
Mm-hmm.
And he actually took the test, and his doctor passed him with flying colors. Yeah, that didn't make no sense, Tommy.
Wow.
Right? Because if I get my doctor to give me a fitness test, you think my doctor will come out and tell you I have this wrong with me and that wrong with me? Hey, Ellis, why speak you? Is Anil in good health? Look at his face. I sure Anil have a PQ in his pocket. Why speak you, Tommy?
Pity court.
You can tell I don't drink alcohol, right? Well, not that I don't drink alcohol. I'm not an alcohol drinker, right? I know what is that. Yeah, I heard about it though, but I didn't know it was a PQ.
It's a small amount of alcohol.
A little flask, right? Like a flask? Smaller than that?
Maybe less than a flask.
A pint?
I couldn't say, but I know the term PQ mean petit quart.
Yeah, so just before we go for the station identification, Ellis, Hailey, Carice, Rennie, Nadia, Rajvi, Eugene, Lana, Nadia, Takesha, Capiza, put closing comments in the chat. All right, we're going to go for a quick station identification. Stick and stay. We'll be right back after the short messages. In the village with the DAT Triplets and WZYE 95.9 FM. Stick and stay.
You're listening to WZYE 95.9 FM. You are listening to WZYE 95.9 FM, the most influential name in Caribbean radio in the tri-state area. Broadcasting from East Orange, New Jersey, the most influential name in Caribbean radio, WZYE 95.9 FM.
So before we go, Tommy, the THA chief, Fali Chavez Augustin, is actually in Germany. They went to a fair in Germany in order to deal with Tobago and tourism. And, Tobago seemed like, they're serious about this tourism thing because, as you know, there's a lot of Germans that actually who live in Tobago and come to Tobago for vacation. So it will be good that Trinidad will be doing the same type of thing. But I don't know if we really into tourism that much in Trinidad and Tobago. So take a quick listen.
Also met with Travel News and Boomerang. So we're meeting with the wholesalers, those who sell packages for long haul. And we're talking long haul, we are talking about folks who prepare packages for people who are willing to fly long distances as opposed to short trips. Because Tobago is all the way to the south of the Caribbean.
The THA wants to keep the Condor flight coming to Tobago, and officials outlined this objective during a meeting with officials of the airline.
No, Condor is back on the market, and we're looking to sustain them, certainly for the winter period this year, in addition to next year. These things have to be prepared months in advance.
Some of the stakeholders from Tobago at the trade show include Comfort Inn and Suites, Mount Irving Resort, Tropicus Hotel, and Bacalet Beach Club. Chairman of the Tobago Tourism Agency Limited, Alicia Edwards, spoke about Tobago's tourism efforts.
So TTAL actually had an advance party. We have been here last week and we went around one city per day for the last 5 days to key partners in Germany. We spoke with the biggest tour operator partners. We spoke with Condor. We spoke with some of our media trade partners. And so a lot of the deep and detailed discussions and planning for this season and the next season took place at that level. The meetings that we're having now are meetings with minor but important parties as well. And we also have some of our partners just coming to this stand to talk to our stakeholders who would not have been present at the pre-road show.
Tobago Destination representative in Germany, Angelica Wiener, has been in the business of marketing destinations for the past 30 years.
So there's a huge potential for the island. You see, it really, Tobago can cater for a lot of the trends and also the requests that German customers have, especially now after COVID. You know, they look for privacy, it's there. They look for serene, untouched landscape and, you know, authentic culture. This is exactly what the island can offer. And we do see this potential in all the statements from our wholesaler partners and also the media here in the market, because they all emphasize that they see so much potential in the island. People reach out to us from the international European market. So it's not only the German-speaking market that is here and is really keen to talk to us, but we also see already interaction with the Scandinavian buyers that are coming here, or from Austria. From today, we are also going to see some trade media or some media from France.
Elizabeth Williams, TV6 News.
Good news coming out from Tobago in that these guys are in Germany, man. They're serious about their tourism.
Yeah, and they're doing something about.
They're doing something about. They're serious about foreign direct investment. They're serious. They're going out there, and they ain't joking. And the THA chief is there, you know, on the ground. I think they're supposed to be in. They were supposed to be in Jamaica this week too. I think so. Yeah. So Tobago doing good things, man. As much as they want to say all kind of thing about Farley, you understand? And Farley don't get up and answer them back most of the time, you know. But it's interesting, right? That here's our prime minister again.
Yeah, we are at the stage now where joke is joke, but this ain't no joke. We grew up knowing about foot in mouth, joke have foot all about. Yeah, we are at the stage now where joke is joke, but this ain't no joke. We grew up knowing about foot in mouth, joke have foot all about.
Oh boy.
Oh God. Tommy boy, we sometimes you wonder what you should take serious and what you shouldn't take serious, right? Trinidad is a real place.
Oh yeah.
Right? Trinidad is a real place. All you want to say Trinidad is not a real place. I don't know what you all talking about, eh? Trinidad is a real place. That is a real place. Right?
Top of the hour.
Every single. Go ahead.
Did we do the top of the hour?
Yeah, I did. Yeah, I did. And let's listen to this last one from the Prime Minister as well. Yeah, because it seemed like if we having so much a press conference and the talk going back and forth, Tommy boy, human trafficking. I mean, I want to hear them talk some solutions too, you know.
This piece of nothingness, this worthlessness gets up and says that we are engaged somehow to receive the proceeds of human trafficking and we're using it to build Balize House. I know the proof of that. The proof of that is that there's a picture of me with some man who I don't know, and they're saying the man is engaged with those activities. But ladies and gentlemen, if I am to be found guilty for all the pictures I take with people I don't know, I wouldn't be here tonight. Because you go out there, Tom, Dick, and Harry want a picture with you. If I say, no picture, I ain't taking a picture. Oh, Raul, isn't that people person? You don't like people. I have taken picture with people in clothes, woman half naked. I mean, you remember how they behave? A girl came and danced on me in a carnival band. You remember how they behave? I in the band, quiet, doing my little chip. I here, Regrelo there, Rohan Singhan there, and we're going down the road chip. As we approaching the stage, I mean, young lady combining back. And my singular crime then, as far as the UNC was concerned, is that a woman went back on me and I didn't run. In a carnival band. You understand what I mean? You know? You was bad, right? Oh, I thought the woman was...
Oh boy.
Oh God. Tell me boy. Tell me boy. Trinidad is a real place, boy.
Oh yeah, it's real.
Trinidad is a real place. Oh, let's stop saying Trinidad is not a real place, please. Please stop it. Stop it. Yeah? It's a real place. You know, by the way, hold up, I was supposed to play. Where's my positive things for the day, man? Hold on, I think I have it somewhere, Tommy. Let me see where I have that. I have my positive thing for the day. Hold on. Where did I put that? Let me see. Okay, I don't know where I put it. Okay, I don't know what I did with it. All right, I'll get it next time. I got to put it right up here. Okay. Yes, so folks, I gotta say it's always a pleasure that you know who we're gonna try to get next. I'm gonna try to reach out to Kizel Jackson. You know who that is, right, Tommy?
Of course, Dukes.
Yeah. I'm gonna give her a call and see, right? So my closing quote is 10 signs you're doing well in life. Number 1, you have a roof over your head. Number 2, you ate today. Number 3, you have a good heart. Number 4, you wish good for others. Number 5, you have clean water. Number 6, someone cares for you. Number 7, you strive to be better. Number 8, you have clean clothes. Number 9, you have a dream. And number 10, you are breathing. Be thankful for the little things, for they are the most important. From where I sit, this is it. The clock on the wall, so that's all I like to say, but I've got to go. Remember, hard work beats talent. When talent does not work hard, and for every 60 seconds of anger, you lose 1 minute of happiness. Go ahead, Tommy.
Well, tonight mine isn't as serious as usual. This is from Dimitri Martin. He says, I used to play sports. Then I realized you can buy trophies. Now I'm good at everything. Anyways, it's been a pleasure being here in the village. Looking forward to our next session. Till then, be safe. Take good care. We'll see you on Tuesday. God willing. Love you all.
Yeah, thank you so much, Tommy. Tommy, what song we going out with tonight? Ellis says that she will be a good guest. Walls, give her my number, please. Yeah, all right. So I'll give she a number, definitely. Ellis says, my comment, I'm starving. If I'm starving, you are in danger. If people think that my danger makes them safe, they're in trouble. Okay. Nadia says, good night, everyone. Blessings to everyone in the village till we meet again. Tommy and Sam, stay safe, guys.
Thank you, Nadia.
Nadia said, boy, I couldn't stop laughing. Oh, what Nadia couldn't stop laughing from?
Diana's broadcast.
Oh, that one? Okay. Rajvi says, Nads, Anil didn't take his thing yet, eh? Oh no, she said, Nadia said, boy, I laughed when I saw Anil's face. Oh God. Rajvi said, at WZYE the debate Trump and see who win. He healthier than all of us. Mine 100%. Trump, I don't know about that. Now, Rajvi, I don't know about that.
You want to know what we're going out with? We're going out with, we just can't go on this way.
Okay, in Florida, I see he post a video, he got busted. Who got busted, Rajvi? Oh, God. I know looking thirsty for rum.
Oh,
oh, God. Yeah, Nadia, I don't know. I know where I am. Tisha was in, Lana was in too as well. And yeah, I guess they have to leave early. Kylie says, do kind things unto others to expect blessings from the Lord God. Selassie. Correct is right. Who else? I see a cousin coming from he says, no, Tommy, Anil, I laugh for so. Anil Roberts, I laugh for so. When she see Anil.
okay.
Oh, I see Mean Gene comment. I see Capiza. All right. If we still hear any comment comes up, we go play it. So folks, it's always a pleasure. And everybody stay safe, and we see you guys again soon. We're gonna go out with our anthem song, Explainer. We just can't go on this way. Good night, everyone.
Is Pharaoh still existing? As he before, resembling an Israelite, not being treated right, enslaved day and night. Oh, we just can't go on this way. We just can't go on this way. Please deliver us today. We just can't go on this way. We like the Israelites still in pain. We just can't go on this way. So send us another Moses again. We just can't go on this way. Oh, 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 oh. Lord, look around, you'll see the Pharaoh mentality ruling universally. Leaders promoting their ego, being a modern Pharaoh, tyrannies they manifest. We just can't go on this way. We just can't go on this way. Please deliver us today. We just can't go on this way. Time to make them oppressors pay. We just can't go on this way. So we children could see their way. We just can't go on this way. Oh, 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 oh. No, 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 no. The poor have to slave night and day for next to nothing pay, so they can't see their way. We don't enjoy equal facility like Pharaoh and company, brainwashing we say we free. We just can't go on this way. We just can't go on this way. Please again. We are in the same khaki pants. We have those modern pills who oppress the poor, who represents Israel. They confuse us with so much lies. Not even thinking that we would realize. And if we criticize, we could be ostracized. We don't know who to trust. That's why I say, Lord,